coming through on the TikTok side. Oh, I'm muted.
Yeah, you heard me, Goblin. Nobody gave a damn about the damn Lakers.
All right. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle.
KD playing?
Hold on. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast coming up next. CM Punk versus the fans. We got an update, a health update on a wrestler, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff we're going to talk about. Random conversation tonight. There's so much going on the news. We just going to be spilling it out everywhere. Hang tight. Coming up next, Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle.
Strength powerhouse, dangerous slam, surgical, can't repair once I break every limb. The general, which ring you prefer, I defend, cause the ruler always prays on the food in his hand. I'm telling you, fam, my entourage is definitely stacked. Don Callis, I'm related to every wolf in my pack. Diesel like Shaq, I'm always outside for the script. Light it up, we take the ring, no fear in our eyes. Gold on my shoulder, fire in the sky. Hear the crowd get loud, we were born to rise. Bars in the zone, Doug keeps the pace. Otter with the plan, we control the space. This is greatness, nothing less.
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
Soon, Bang Out Club will meet their fate. We have a secret weapon, someone from Lisa Bang Out's past, just in case she tries to get involved in our business. Meet our insurance policy.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we the champs. Thanks for listening. We gone.
You want the best? You're looking at her. This ain't just a sport, it's a lifestyle. Welcome to the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. We are the champions of wrestling talk.
Please stand by.
Now, here's your host for Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, the insightful Scott Bars, wrestling media in the dynamic salute, Darkwing Dub.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Hey, so we trying something different tonight. We decided, considering the fact that we don't have a TikTok just yet for Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, we decided that we was going to use what we got and broadcast a Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle live on TikTok through one of our channels. So that's what we're doing here tonight. But we're thinking about getting a TikTok for Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle. We working on that. But we here, folks. We here. We are here. Hey, man. What's the word, bro? What is going on with you? Now, I mean, I feel like we've been missing in action. Well, we've been active, but we haven't been active as far as the as far as our tag team titles are concerned. You know what I'm saying? We've been back in catering, and we've been doing singles competitions at the moment. You know what I'm saying? But we in here. We in here. What up, bro?
Hey, we working for WWE, cuz we back there in catering.
Hey, yo, this is funny. It's funny, man. Yeah, just make sure. Okay, now you're unmuted. Okay, all right, cool. So, where can we start, man? Where we start? You got paused. You just paused. Where do we start?
Off.
Oh, okay. So where do we start? You know what I mean? There's a lot going on, you know what I'm saying, right now. I guess we could start off with the whole WWE is using AI to do their stories, and I think some of their booking, is that true?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say
this.
this.
You have
Have
always
always
told
told
me, and shout out to Ladybug, y'all have always told me that AI is a great tool as long as it's used correctly. Now, does it work for wrestling booking? Does it work for storylines? Because here's the thing about AI. You actually have to put everything in exactly how you want it to get the desired answer. You know what I mean? Like our background, I had to put exactly what I wanted. And this is the guys on YouTube, you can't see what I'm talking about. Well, you can. Anyways, that background that everybody can see, I had to put in there exactly how I wanted it to look in order to get that. And whatever it didn't do, I had to keep putting in the prompt over and over and over and over and over and over again. Then I had to fix certain things, and then I had to tell it to do this, and I had to tell it to do that. Oh, put this character on this side of the screen, or put this character on the other side. Yeah. There's a lot that goes into using AI. That if it's not used correctly, it can mess a lot of shit up. So can it be used for booking? It depends on their desired outcome. Can it be used for storylines? It depends on their desired outcome. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. See, this is the thing, right? And I try to tell one of my friends about this too, because he was telling me that AI is like almost the perfect tool. I said, no, AI is not perfect. AI is only as good as the person that is using it. You know what I'm saying? Because AI learns as it goes. AI is artificial intelligence. The more you use AI, the more it learns about what you want it to do. See, I use AI for podcasting purposes, and here and there, depending on what it is. Like y'all seen me dabble with AI for some virtual videos and things like that. So basically, I showed AI this is my interest. This is what I do. So AI is learning about our podcast. So whenever I plug in something pertaining to the podcast itself, it already knows exactly what I want it to do. AI learns as it goes. So the more I talk to AI about what I want for the podcast, the more it knows exactly what I'm looking for. You get what I'm saying? So there's stories that they're plugging in that they want AI to book. Them joints are not going to be legit right away. They're going to have to keep doing it, keep doing it, and keep doing it, and keep doing it like at least 1,000 times until one of them is actually right. And that's the whole problem. That's why for certain things you cannot use AI for. AI is good for graphic design. AI is good for shooting videos depending on how good the actual person that's using it. I know they used AI for the vignette or whatever it was between Zarya and Sol Ruka. I seen that on NXT. I mean, it looked okay, but I mean, you could tell it's AI. You could tell it was AI. You know what I'm saying? There's a way that you could do videos and you can't really tell it's AI, but you could tell that one is AI. That's why I said AI is only as good as the person that is using it. You know what I mean? So AI, basically it's a learning process. You can't just be plugging in any old thing and expect it to come out 100% perfect. It takes time. You gonna say something? Oh, yeah. So what WWE's doing with that, I don't know. They don't need to use AI for that. I agree they could use AI for graphics. They could use the AI for motion vignettes, things like that. That's why I think they should be using AI for. I don't think they should be using AI to write stories. I don't think they should be using AI for that because AI cannot capture the realism of the story. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they're using AI, say if the person's writing the story and they just using AI to just clean it up, punctuation, things like that, that's a whole different story. But if you telling AI to book a match in a story between Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu, which we just seen tonight on SmackDown, then that's kind of, you know what I mean? You kind of playing with fire because if AI tells you that, oh, we want the Undertaker to jump in the ring and give a last ride to both competitors, is that what you're going to have Undertaker do? You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Like when AI because depending on what you plugging into the AI could give you 3 to 4, maybe 5 different scenarios of that one story. Then they'll tell you to pick which story you think is best. You pick the story that is best and you go with that. But then if you go with that and it tells you, oh yeah, we want Undertaker to come into the ring and last ride both competitors, and you feel that's best, is that what you're going to have Undertaker do? So I'm just saying, like, for me, I don't think they should have been using AI for that. I think as far as the AI perspective, I don't think they should be writing those stories. I think the story should be left to an actual human being. And I think the AI usage should be left to like the producers and the graphic designers, whoever's handling videography, those type of folks. You know what I'm saying? And the storytelling and booking should be by humans. So if they're using AI to do all that, that's very lazy. And it's creatively not good at all. Am I wrong for saying that? I mean, I'm just saying, man. Let me know, bro. Tell me, cause I'm confused. I don't even know why they would do that. Like that's kind of like lazy. But it from what I understand, that's what TKO wanted.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's WWE is just in this weird space where they can't seem to get out of their own way. You know what I mean? They're constantly in their own way. And now it's with this AI stuff. Like I don't know, bro. Obviously a human. They can't get a human to book everything right, so I guess they're trying something else and using AI. I don't know. Like they can, I feel like they can only book people that they like. Like they know Roman Reigns is going to bring numbers, so they know how to book Roman Reigns. They know Cody Rhodes is going to bring numbers. Now it looks like we're going to get Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. If you watch SmackDown, you know we're already getting Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. Like the AI produce that the Tongan Death Grip.
Yeah, that's why I want to know. Did AI tell? Did AI tell Jacob Fatu that you need to do the tongue and death grip to Roman Reigns? Cause he damn sure did the tongue and death grip to Roman Reigns on Monday, and that joint, like, Roman was caught off guard. Did AI tell him to do that? Is that what AI said?
I'll be honest with you, bro. I was caught off guard because I was like, at first, I was like, is that the mandible claw? And then they showed a close up of it. It wasn't in his mouth. It was under here. I was like, and then they said the tongue and death grip. I was like, oh.
Yo, hey, yo, you see Roman's face? Roman's face was like, he was like this. He was like, yo, he was like, then, and then, what was funny was, like, somebody had created this whole little comic strip. I know it was AI generated. Now, listen, if you using AI to do stuff like that, I think it's pretty cool. If you're using AI to do that, then that's funny as hell. Like, I think you should continue to do that. That's funny. They had an AI generated comic strip of Romans asking the elders who taught Jacob Fatu the tongue and death grip. Yeah. And then when he got down to Haku was like, well, I taught him that. Is there a problem? He was like, oh, no, sir. That joint was hilarious. It was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. That was too funny. So if you're using AI for that, then I don't see no issue with it. You know what I mean? That was pretty dope. Whoever did that, that was dope. But to be using AI to basically book your matches and write stories, I don't think that's a good look. Because, what if the best story that AI is cooked for you is not really, doesn't really align to what is going on, at that present time. Do you run with that story, or do you just go back to the human and tell the human to write it? I don't know. It's just weird. It is weird.
The whole thing is weird. Like, why? I get that AI is the future. Hell, there are some things in my job that we could use as AI, and we're dealing with natural gas, but not everything can be AI. So if they're gonna be using AI, they're gonna have to find a happy medium.
Yeah, I agree. They're gonna have to do something because using AI, that definitely could be risky as far as, like, you're creative. Because if AI decides that it's just gonna do what it wants, and then it picks the best scenario that it thinks for that particular story, like I said, are you gonna run with it, or are you gonna do something else? That's just basically what it is. I don't know. It's just weird. I never that when I heard about that, I said, really? I was like, that's the first time I ever heard that. Like, why why all these years, because we've had AI for a few years now, so why all of a sudden is that the smartest thing to do? Like, why use AI for that when there's so many other things that you could use AI for that could be useful? Why use it for that? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking in the comment section. It's Don. Don said it definitely can't because who's gonna take on the heavy responsibility? Yeah, that like I said, bro. I I think the responsibility as far as using the AI in WWE should be left on to the people that deal with graphic design, all the vignettes, the things like that. It should be left to them. I don't think the AI should be used in no storylines or booking whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, AI is only as creative as the individual that is using it. That's how as creative as AI gets. The more the individual that's creative uses it, the better the AI gets. The reason why you see our stuff, it almost looks like AI didn't do it, is because we've been using it for some time. For one, I'm a graphic designer. I don't really need AI. I choose to use AI because it makes the job faster as far as getting promo stuff done, as far as correcting the punctuation when I'm dropping content and I want to type something in the caption. It makes it easier and faster to do. You know what I'm saying? It just makes the job easier. If I decide I don't need it, I don't have to use it. You know what I mean? I know how to draw. I don't need AI to draw for me. I know how to shoot videos too. I don't need AI to shoot videos for me, but I choose to use it. So that's the difference. I choose to use it because it makes the job easier. I just program and tell it what I want it to do from my perspective. And that's why you see our stuff looks like AI. It's not AI generated. It just looks that way. But technically it is. But I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's just weird. But let's move on. Let's move on. What else is going on in the world of professional wrestling right now? CM Punk pushed a fan, and then the fan basically calls 911. This was on TMZ. I am not lying to you. It was on TMZ. The fan calls 911. Now, mind you, right, this fan was following CM Punk. This was around midnight, late midnight, stalking hours. and he was following CM Punk. CM Punk put the pause on him, and then he got the nerve to call 911. So, so I don't know, man. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Bro. Is this even a story still? Is this really a story? Don't follow people around. How hard is it? Don't do things that people don't want you to do. From Oscar to Liv Morgan to Rhea Ripley to Kevin Owens to CM Punk to Drew McIntyre, they have said over and over and over and over and over again, stop following them. They've asked nicely to stop following them. And these fans get on here and thinking that they're owed this stuff. and just want to do whatever it is that they want to do. Okay, you can do whatever it is you want to do, but you also got to suffer the consequences. It's that whole thing. It's the people that say, well, I can say what I want because of freedom of speech. Okay, it's freedom of speech, but there's also a such thing called you may have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequences. That's exactly what this is. Okay, you have every right to do whatever it is that you want to do, but you get caught doing it. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. You've been warned, including athletes. There was one, I actually made a video about it. She is the starting point guard for the Los Angeles Sparks, Kelsey Plum. And I believe it's a video from last year where she was just getting off a bus or whatever, and there were some dudes waiting outside of her hotel. And she was like, come on, guys. It's weird, right? Yeah, it's fucking weird. Luckily for her, she had like security around her. So did nothing go down, and she was still nice enough to sign the autograph for the guys. But why do people do this? And what makes it even worse is when they do it to the females. Because the guys, they're going to handle it however they see fit. But the females, especially the ones that don't have security around them, like, what was it? Was it Paris last year? Where Rhea got pinned up against her Uber? Like, what are we doing? It's weird behavior, and I'll never understand it.
Yeah, you know what? And it's getting worse. It's getting worse because, like, the fans are not respecting boundaries. And I kind of sort of, blame the promotions a little bit, because you need to start safeguarding your workers. You need to start safeguarding them. You know what I mean? People are getting a lot bolder. They starting to test the wrestlers. Test them. I mean, literally walk up to them, want to pick a fight. That type of testing. We literally seen a video where a guy, what did he have, a knife or something? He tried to stab the wrestler? Like, is that what the video was? Am I mistaken or something like that? Or did you hear about that?
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
All right, so it was a video of a wrestler that got attacked by a fan. The fan had like a knife or something like that. I don't know. Like, I forgot the wrestler that was involved, but this was recent. This was like maybe a month ago. This was like recent. I don't know if somebody in the comment section knows, comment below and tap in and let us know. And also share this live, please. Please share this live. Please like. Let's get some more people in the chat asking questions as we go along with these topics. Share this live. Like. Let's get these likes up to their thousands, and let's share this live. Share it to everybody. Share. But getting back to what I'm saying, yeah, that was a real thing. This actually happened, and the fans are getting too bold. Like I'm gonna say it again. If I'm a wrestler and any one of you fans walk up on me, TikTok language, and it's late at night, you're gonna get duffed. I'm sorry. Duff like the Simpsons? Yes. That's exactly what's gonna happen, because I'm not expecting nobody to like walk up on me like towards like the late hours of the morning. Like, the dude can't have no peace. I know a lot of y'all don't care for CM Punk, but he is a human being. Like, you can't just be running up on people like that because you starstruck. You know what I mean? They are humans. They do have lives of their own. So I just don't I don't get the creepy intrusiveness of these fans nowadays, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just it's very creepy, man. It's very creepy. But yeah, the dude called 911 on CM Punk. Like CM Punk was the perpetrator, or like he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the victim. No, you roll up on CM Punk. CM Punk was the victim. You was the one that was doing all the intrusive behavior. But I don't know, man. It's just these folks be extra weird, bro.
It's
It's
weird,
weird behavior.
and
I don't understand why fans think it's okay.
Like
Why people think it's okay.
It's that important for you to get your autograph? It's that important for you to get your picture? Like, make it make sense. It is not that important for you to get your picture. It's not that important for you to get that autograph. If it was that important for you, you'd be going to these meet and greets. You'd be going to the meet and greets. That's why they're there. Instead of following them around the fucking airport or around their hotels and whatever the case may be, meeting them at the hotel, following them getting off their bus. It's weird behavior. Wasn't it Asuka last year or something like that, where fans were showing up to her house? Rhea Ripley was getting fan mail sent to her house. Come on. It's weird behavior. That's the only way I know how to put it, is that it's weird behavior.
It's funny you say that, right? So how are they even getting these people's addresses? Like, why is these people's addresses even public information? Like, how are they getting their addresses? This is crazy, bro. Like, literally, you got Asuka's address. You got Rhea Ripley's address. Why? Why? That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. Why? Like, you got the address to these people's location. So you pulling up, you that fan struck that you pulling up to their location. Yeah, they definitely be following them home.
Absolutely. They got eyes and spies on especially the female wrestlers that they put spies out there so they can figure out where they live. And not for nothing, it's also females. Because I remember CM Punk had a fan grab his behind at a show. And if I'm not mistaken, it just so happened to be she's an OF model. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know, man. It's just weird behavior. I'll never understand it.
That explains a lot.
Maybe it's not for us to understand, because we don't do that kind of stuff. We're not into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's like real weird. That's real creepy behavior. That's real creepy behavior. But that's the type of times we living in. That's the type of times we living in, and it's not, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse, actually. It's getting worse. Like, it's not getting no better. It's getting worse. So I don't know. That was a wild story. Seeing TMZ cover that story, and there actually is a video out of the 911 call being made. But be careful though, because there's two videos. There's one video that is the actual video from TMZ. Then there's another video which sounds like the actual video, but it's not. It's actually a skit, a parody of the actual video. So don't be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You know, the one.
Hey, real quick. There was also that one after WrestleMania. The fan following around AJ Lee and Bailey. And you can hear Bailey say, dude, go away. As she's trying to hug AJ Lee, so she goes around the corner. The fan follows it and puts the phone in their face. And Bailey pushes the phone away. Next thing you know, you see the phone go flying. And then another fan was taking another video. So you see that video, and it was CM Punk knocked that dude's phone out of his hand. Again. And then the same fan had the nerve to get on to TMZ and says, all I want is an apology. I'm not going to sue you or anything. What the fuck are you going to sue him over? You were following two females around a hotel and putting the camera in their face. And CM Punk did what any man should and would do, and knock that phone out of their hand and get in between you and the two females. One of them being his wife. What would you sue over?
Yeah, that was weird. He asked for the apology, and he went public with it. He was posting it. Look, he was definitely clout chasing. That's for sure. You know, it seems like a lot of people that are going at CM Punk, they clout chasing for real. They definitely clout chasing 110%. Because there's no way on God's green earth you being a perpetrator and then you going to go ask him for the apology. You want an apology from him because he was defending himself. That's just weird. That's weird altogether. What's going on, Chad? What's good? What's good with you? So, you know, I don't know, man. It's just this behavior is something else. It's something else, you know. And it's getting worse and worse and worse day by day. Every single day we're hearing something different. Every single day we're hearing something different. You know, I'm going to just say like this. Y'all better be careful out there, because y'all going to run into the wrong dude and he going to break your face. And then, you know, and then y'all going to be expecting. It's
not worse, bro.
Yeah.
It's not worse. Somebody going to pull, what's the word? Somebody going to get the blicky.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good look. Y'all better chill out. Y'all roll up on the wrong person at the wrong time, and you know they feel threatened, and they end up you know what, TikTok language. But I'm just saying, y'all better chill out. Y'all better chill out. It ain't that serious.
Y'all know we live in a day and age where everybody is carrying a pew-pew.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yep. Yeah. So, let's move on. So, I was watching a video earlier today of one new content creator. And
Can you hear me on the computer side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching a video of one new content creator, and he says that he's the one that asked Wheezy the question. So this content creator was like, he can't believe that him asking a question has spurred all this thing about Wheezy and this and that. So make sure you go follow that brother. You know what I'm saying? He's currently, I know the last time I checked, you know, he was looking for followers to get his followers up. So make sure you go follow him. I forgot his name. I think it's ringside, something along those lines. I'll put the link in the description. Y'all go follow him. But the story was basically that he said he was the one that asked the question, and you know, he can't believe it got that type of response from everybody. He can't tell people how they should feel about the question, whatever, but it is what it is. But my thing was another content creator who, that's the video I seen first. What's good, Chris? That's the video I seen first. And he said, you know, something different. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like, it's crazy. To me personally, I stand 10 toes down on what I said. I've watched the video several times, and
What's up,
What's up, Chris?
I still stand on what I said. You know, I don't feel she said anything that was wrong, because it is a saturation, oversaturation of content creators. But I feel like in this in this type of space, it's needed. You know what I mean? Because everybody has their own perspective on, you know, professional wrestling. You know?
Waggle,
Waggle,
waggle.
waggle.
Oh man. You know, so everybody has their own perspective, you know. I use these examples, and I said, you might not like bars wrestling media, but you like no cap. You might not like low cap, but you like bars wrestling media. You might not like none of us, and you like somebody else. Everybody's perspective is different. So that's why I said, like, even though there's an oversaturation, the oversaturation is something that is good, because, you know, everybody has their own perspective. But at the same time, too, you do have to realize, when it comes to content creating, regardless of how easy you might think it is, it really isn't. You know what I mean? Like, there's different things that you have to do in order to make your content acceptable. Like, it's not just talking in front of the camera. You know, there's certain camera etiquette that you have to have. You know what I mean? Like the angles. You know, you gotta understand angles. You gotta understand screen colors. There's certain things you have to do. Like I said before, like, there's a lot of content creators, but there's not content creators that know how to make content. You know what I mean? So, you know, I said that already, and I'll say it again. That's just what it is. You know, most people just think it's just talking in front of the camera. No, there's a lot of stuff behind it that you have to do in order to make your content acceptable. You know, and for some people, the funny thing about this is, like, when you're doing the lives, you don't really lives just go straight to the straight to YouTube, or straight to whatever device or app that you're using. You know what I mean? So you have to, like, fix things way before. You have to prep everything way before you even press record. Because once it goes live, there's no editing. You just have to go in. So there's so many things that play a big factor on content creating. But not a lot of people understand that. You know what I mean? They just think it's just getting in front of the camera and talking. You know, it's much more than that, you know? So what's your thoughts, bro?
I said it last night, and I'm gonna say it again. There is oversaturation. But it's oversaturated everywhere. It's not just wrestling. I said it last night. You can get on the TikToks right now, and you can scroll, and you're gonna scroll across 5 or 6 different political lives. It's oversaturated. And then you're gonna keep scrolling. We got the NBA playoffs on. You're gonna come across 5 or 6 different lives about the NBA playoffs. It's all oversaturated. But you know what the good thing is? Not everybody's opinion is going to be the same. Chris's opinion is going to be different than your opinion, Bars. Your opinion is going to be different than my opinion. And I believe, shout out to Chris, I believe he said there's an oversaturation, but there's an oversaturation of WWE content creators.
Yeah.
And I agree. And I agree with you, Chris.
Yeah.
We need more content creators that are covering AEW. No, I was just repeating what you said in your video that you posted.
Yeah, he said that. He said more variety. He said that.
Yeah. But he's right. He's right. There needs to be more people need to cover the AEW, because right now AEW is blowing WWE out of the water. So why aren't we seeing more AEW coverage? Why aren't we seeing more coverage of Hog, MLW? You know what I'm saying? More coverage of Ashe. So yes, there is an oversaturation, but it's oversaturated everywhere. It's not just professional wrestling.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's an oversaturation in everywhere, and it just is what it is. You know, that my thing is like, and I also agreed with her on this too. Like, why you want to do it? Why? Like a lot.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Why don't I like that? I'm a grown ass man. I ain't gotta tell you why I want to do something.
Well,
I'm a grown ass man.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you why I agree with what she said, because a lot of people are doing this for different reasons. A lot of people feel like it's an easy hustle, it's an easy bag. You know what I mean? Then you got people that just want to do it just to do it. Then you have people who want to follow the other folks that are doing it because it seems like the cool trending thing. It's a trend. Like, yes, I want to do it. Yeah. Yay. I'm following the crowd. I don't have a mind of my own. Let's do it. You got people like that. And then you got people who just feel like they just want to sit in the house all day and just talk trash about wrestling. So they just get on the camera and just do that. So you got all these different facets of people, but they don't have no direction. So I felt like that's what she meant. Of course, you know, we grown. Like, you know, you don't need to tell people. You don't have to explain to people why. But I feel like if you asking somebody like her a question and that's the answer she gives you, I feel like it's honest. it's an honest answer. Like, why you want to do it? What makes you want to do it creatively? If somebody asks me, like I got asked the same question when I was young, right? When I was back in the day, I started rhyming. Why did I want to start rapping, right? So I explained to him. I said, "Well, I enjoy the art form of writing. It's my way of vetting. It's my way of expression. You know what I'm saying? I like poetry. You know, I like metaphors. I like things like that. You know, um, it's therapeutic for me. You know, like things like that. I started just explaining, and it was like, oh, okay, I understand where you're coming from. It is therapeutic, and that was the end of the conversation. You know, but some people don't have that type of answer. Some people's answers are different. You know, so I mean, you take from it what you want. You know, at the end of the day, the ball's in your court. You know, that's a yeah.
See, you're right. She has every right to ask that question. And I have every right to tell you I'm a grown ass man. However, I want to get into it. That's what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
So, yeah, ask your question, but be mindful of the answer that you may get in return. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Nah, you're right. You absolutely right. That's why
Because somebody could have flamed her ass for asking that question or for saying that. Well, why do you want to get into it? Bitch, why are you in it?
And you know what? Funny you say that. It's funny you say that, right? Because there was a lot of content creators that was out there, and they was like really, really talking. They was talking heavy to her after those few videos dropped. They was talking real crazy, But at the same time, you just have to be mindful. You have to be mindful of what you put out there into the spaces. What you put out there on TikTok, you gotta be mindful of the backlash you're gonna get in return. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times when it's time to put out some of my content, I have to make sure I'm positively sure that this is what I want to say and this is what I want to stand 10 toes down on. And I have to be prepared. Like, if people disagree, I have to be prepared for the backlash. And trust and believe, I've gotten backlash before for a lot of things I said. But do I crumble in the whole situation? No, I don't. Nah, I
Bro,
don't.
let me tell you something. I posted a clip just saying that I believe the Cleveland Browns are going to finish dead last in the AFC North. And the Browns fans were coming out of the woodwork whether if it was on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, didn't matter. They were coming out of the woodwork. And you know what I told them?
Bring it on.
Because
I ain't got no problems backing up what I'm saying. But it's just one of those things like when you put in content on these platforms, you better yes, exhausted. There are Brown fans. Oh my God.
But it's just like you posting content on these platforms, like you said. You better be prepared for the bad. Because people are going to try to come after you. Can you hold it down?
Absolutely. And it's funny you say that because when I put out the video on like how I felt about it, right? So I had this one dude that came into the comment section on YouTube and he said, well, if you guys wasn't so anti WWE, that you probably would have more views. So I didn't respond because I felt like it was a stupid comment. So I'm saying to myself, like, what is he talking about? Like, we did plenty of videos that weren't WWE, and we did like small clips and reels, and they got thousands and thousands of views. So I didn't understand the person's logic. So this is my thing, right? You guys think if you're going to do WWE content that you're going to get the most engagement. That's not necessarily true. Okay? You can get engagement for any type of wrestling content you do. It just depends on you. It don't depend on the content. It depends on the content creator, you. How are you going to stand out when you're reacting to that content? What are you going to do to make your content more unique? That's what it boils down to. You can make content about any type of wrestling you want. It don't even matter who, what promotion, what individual. It's up to you to make that content pop. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's the thing. You said, and I think I know what you're talking about. You said that we would get more views if we were more positive on WWE. Well, when WWE gives us something to be positive about, maybe we can. Maybe we will. The only positive I saw coming out of WrestleMania, there was two. Roman versus Punk and Oba going over Brock. That's it.
mm-hmm.
So they got their props about those two. But so we supposed to just sit back and ignore that there's only one women's match out of that entire weekend that went over 10 minutes? We're supposed to ignore that?
Yeah, I agree.
We're supposed to ignore. I mean, the ladder. You're right, Goblin. The ladder match was solid. Was solid. Sorry, solid. But yeah, we're supposed to ignore these match times.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to ignore how bad some of these women's matches were? Because of the time limits?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, we not inviting nobody up on the panel just yet. We just getting all the logistics out the way as far as what we're going to discuss, and we're going to do the panel discussion like 30 minutes before we finish the show. So we'll be getting to that real soon. Now I agree with you, man. I agree with you. You know, like when they give us something positive to talk about, we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And please don't act like we've been so anti WWE that we have not said positive things about the company. We have, and it's documented. You can go and look up the videos. It's just that we fans don't like to be played for dumb, okay? We don't like to be played for dumb. Don't play with my intelligence. Don't go put out slop and then expect me to like, oh yeah, go like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, it's WWE. I'm gonna like it anyway. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. That's not what we do. Like, you know, if it's not good, I'm gonna say it's not good. That goes for any promotion. You know what I'm saying? What would you rather? Would you rather us be real and tell you the truth, so that maybe you can look back at it later and say, oh, maybe I could have done this better? Or would you rather us lie to you boldly in your face and say that it's awesome, yeah, and then literally know that it wasn't even that good at all? Like, what is that what you're telling us to do? You're telling us to lie just to boost your ego? Nah, that's not what we do over here. We not boosting no egos, man. We gonna keep it to you. Like, I want people to tell me the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing, you know, as a creator, I want people to do. Tell me the truth. Don't go and lie to me so then I can feel better about my. No, tell me the truth. Cause I'm gonna be able to decipher if it's coming from a positive place anyway. You know what I'm saying? So what we're criticizing WWE over, it's coming from a positive place because we know they're capable of doing better. It's just that over the years they've gotten lazy. They've gotten fat. They got all this money. And another thing too, just because your company is getting millions and millions of dollars does not equal success. People seem to connect the money and success. Like, of course, success and money go together, but just because you getting bread don't actually means that it's a successful trade. It doesn't. You could be getting bread because, like, you could be getting the bare minimum, but to us, that's the bare minimum is in WWE's. That's millions and millions of dollars. But technically, what WWE will usually make, it falls under. You know what I'm saying? So I have people say that too, like, well, they're still making money. You know what I mean? They still have.
They better be making money when they tickets is people's mortgages on their houses.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. Like, come on now. Like, really, your priorities is really bad if you spending money on you taking your mortgage for your house to go to WrestleMania. Yo, your priorities is really shot. Your priorities is really, really bad. If that's what you want to do, like, nah. I'm sorry, WWE. I ain't giving you none of my mortgage money. I'm sorry. I like the house that I live in. I am not giving you my mortgage money. I ain't giving you. Honestly, I ain't giving you no money until the product, you know what I mean, gets better with what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's not like I'll be able to afford you anytime soon anyway. Your prices are through the roof. You know what I mean? Like, the ticket prices are crazy. You know?
I told you this, bro. You know where I live at. And those of you that like Goblin, y'all know where I live at. I'm not just going to put it out there, but those that know. When I believe it was Raw came here back in October, November, December time frame, I wanted to take my son because you know, he at that time was in love with Jey Uso. So here I am looking on the phone and looking at tickets just to sit in the upper deck. I was still gonna spend $500 for me and a 6-year-old. Nah, bro. I told him, I said, I'm sorry. We better off watching it on TV. And we get better seats. And we see the ring better by looking at it on TV. So, no. I'll find, which I literally did. I text you about it. A local indie promotion. I'll go there. I'll wait for AEW to come to where I'm at. But as far as that go, until TKO, WWE, UFC, ABCDEFG want to lower their ticket prices, I won't be going back to another show.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Until the ticket prices become affordable, you won't see me at a WWE event either. Like,
and you can tell, you can see it in their product that the product is trash, but they're trying to make up for a trash product by having high ticket prices. That's not how you do that. If you're going to raise your ticket prices, your product better be up here too.
Yeah, for sure. Like if that's the type of ticket prices you giving me, then like I better my seats better levitate and walk on water. You know what I'm saying? I better have the best seats in the house. I better be able to see everything and some. Better be able to go backstage, eating catering with the wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Go out on a night on the town with I better be able to do all that. If I'm gonna pay you for that.
Bars wants to rub baby oil on Roman Reigns.
Hey, yo, pause, bro. I ain't nobody said ain't nobody said nah, bruh. Nah, bro, that's not even happening. Don't. That's not even happening. Hey, yo, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, Goblin, no Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No Johnson and Johnson from me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Not happening. Not happening. You know what I mean? Not for me. Right.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. You got that. You got that. I usually can think of a quick-witted comeback. I can't even think of a quick-witted comeback with that. I just gotta let it be. But nah, we not doing that. No. Sorry, Tribal Chief. That's not happening, bro. Nah, I'm sorry, bro.
Oh my God.
Nah. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. Moving along though. Want to send a heartfelt.
He's flustered right now.
Nah, I ain't flustered. I'm just telling you. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. We ain't rubbing. I don't know. We are not doing that. No way. What's good, bruh? What's good?
Up, Couch?
What up, Couch? Yeah, definitely. Moving along. We changing the topic right away. We not doing that.
How about this one? Y'all keep the comments going. What about the fact that Jelly Roll has admitted that he and Pat McAfee had no business being part of WrestleMania?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And he's right. He's right. They basically was in the main event for night one. They had no business in that main event whatsoever. And Dub, you can attest to this, right? If they were gonna use anybody for the main event on night one to be next to Randy Orton, they could have got Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne is Randy Orton's doppelganger. They could have got him. You could have used him. Ain't nobody said you gotta bring him to the main roster, but you could have found some way to insert him into the story. He's definitely Randy Orton's clone. You know what I'm saying? So why didn't you use him? Why did you have to use Pat McAfee? What did Pat McAfee do that was so special in WWE that you had to bring him in? And to say that he's the next Sylvester Stallone, that's also diabolical work. I'm telling you, that's what Mark Shapiro said. He said he's the next Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. I gave that look too when he said that. So yeah, he said he's the next Sylvester Stallone. He's the next action star. Definitely not. Now, Pat McAfee. He said that Pat McAfee is. Mark Shapiro said that. So I can. So a few things, right? I can say, as far as Pat McAfee's not a bad athlete. We've seen him in the wrestling ring in the past, but what I'm saying is that, a lot of the stuff that he did in the ring that made him look good, that was on the opponent that he was facing. When he faced Adam Cole made him look really good. That was Adam Cole playing that part. Even Gunther made him look really good in certain parts of that match. Even though that match was hogwash, he still made him look somewhat legit as far as a wrestler. But we all know that's not him, But to say that he the next, action star, nah, I wasn't agreeing to that, not one bit. So Jelly Roll was right. They didn't belong in WrestleMania. They didn't earn that right to be in WrestleMania. They didn't. But
and he even admitted that they didn't earn that right. If they did CM Punk and Roman Reigns just straight up, no interferences or nothing, Cody and Randy needed that also. Because the story, they fucked the entire story up by putting them two in there. Because the story was already there. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you were going to put anybody, and I get that he has his own issues outside of the ring going on right now, but DiBiase Jr. would have made perfect sense. But of course, they didn't want to bring him in because of his issues. We've seen Kevin Owens. He's on LFG. You telling me he couldn't have came in and just been a mic piece? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He been inserted into that storyline would have made perfect sense. Because before he got hurt, he attacked Randy and he attacked Cody. But he was going after Cody a lot harder than Randy. So who would have been the perfect person to make that phone call to Randy? This is the Randy that I need. This is the Randy that the wrestling world needs. It would have been Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And then there was also rumors that it was Aleister Black was supposed to be that person also. Mm-hmm. I think
would have made sense too.
That would have made more sense too. That.
Yeah, that would have made more sense too if they added Aleister Black. That would have made perfect sense because the character that he was playing at the time, like the devil on the shoulder type of character, that would have made perfectly good sense. But they didn't add him neither. But you added Pat McAfee. Okay. Yeah. I you know what? I wonder if that was AI that booked that. I wonder if AI is the one that did that. I wonder if they relied on AI to book that. Interesting. You relied on AI on everything else. Hey, AI thinks it's a good idea to add Pat McAfee. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. It's a great idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't you, speaking of this, just to dig into a little bit more, don't y'all find it interesting that Randy Orton, at the end of that match, punt kicks Cody. Cody is seen on Raw, and we haven't seen Randy?
Yeah, well, to my understanding, they said he was injured. Like he was really hurt. Even though he worked through that match, they said he was really hurt. At least that's the rumor that went around. But if that's the case, it makes sense because he ain't here.
Well, what I'm saying is, typically, to sell the punt kick, you're out at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Cody didn't even sell it.
Well, I mean, technically he did. I mean, if you see his eye, he looked like he looked like he was wearing a patch. He was looking like Captain Hook. All he needed was the hoof on his other arm. I mean, so technically he kind of was selling it. He took the glasses off. You seen his eye. You see,
bro was bleeding from his eye before the punt kick.
Well, yeah, but the punt kick made it worse. You know, hey, I'm just saying, just speaking from my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I think he sold. I think the person that really didn't sell much of it was Randy, because Randy's not here to say why he punted Cody. He's not here. He's not here to say why he RKO'd Pat McAfee. He's not here to say that. He's not here to defend that. So I think if you talking about somebody that no selled anything, I would say it was Randy that no selled, because he's not here right now. But at the same time,
read that bottom comment.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did that. I remember that.
That's all I'm saying.
But guess what? But guess what? Guess what? Randy still showed up to work. You know what I mean? After he did that, Randy did this one and he ain't shown up yet. Like I know he's injured. You know, so they had to. You know, but usually when they injured, they could write him off the story. That, you know, write him off. Find a way to write him off. So they never written him off. I mean, like I said, there's rumors saying that he's hurt, but they never really confirmed anything. At least I haven't heard nothing. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't heard nothing. Yeah, so.
I expected Cody to at least sell it for the week.
Mm-hmm.
But he showed up on Monday Night Raw after Mania. I get it. If Randy Orton's hurt, he's hurt. Mm-hmm. But to take a punt kick and then show up to the Raw after Mania, it kind of takes away the mystique of the punt kick. Because we've seen him punt kick Triple H and Triple H be gone for a bit.
Yeah.
And Cody's no Triple H.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've seen him punt kick Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon was gone for a very long time.
Yeah. Just to let you know, I got rid of most of the echo too. So it should when we drop this on Spotify and everything, it should sound a lot better. I found out a way to do it. I was messing with the sound when while we was talking, so I found out a way to do it. You know, but yeah.
All right, twin.
Yeah, but like I said, you know, I guess we'll just have to see what happens when it comes to that. You know,
so what are your thoughts on? I'm okay with Darby winning, and what I'm not okay with is the open challenge. And to be fair, I don't like any open challenge, whether it's the U.S. title open or the AEW or even this bullshit they got Oba doing now. Mm-hmm. I think. What do you think about what they're doing with Darby Allin, and also what they're doing with MJF?
Well, here's the thing, right? MJF is so good, right? He could put people over and still be over himself. Like, I've come to a realization that MJF don't need the title to be over. He's still one of their top guys, if not the top guy in the company right now. You know what I'm saying? So he's good enough to put people over and still be over himself. What they're doing with Darby Allin, I feel, is risky because he's having these matches. These that AEW title, while it's around Darby Allin's waist, has become a workhorse title. But you're supposed to protect your top champion. Like they're not supposed to overexert themselves like that because they already overexert themselves enough to win the title and to be the guy. So it's supposed to be a reward and a privilege to face the guy. You know what I mean? At least that's how it's always been, no matter what company it's been. So to see Darby Allin doing what he's doing is risky. It's fun to watch, but it's risky because he's taking a lot of abuse. Like he's taking abuse. Like he's getting like his last match with Brody King. Brody King was literally tossing him all over the place.
Brody King beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Like he took some heavy bumps. And I know he managed to beat Brody, you know, but the welts that you've seen on this man's body, and you guys know already he's not the biggest of guy. Like he's a small dude. So, you know, pause. Don't get no ideas. But yeah, he's
see what I mean? Y'all see why I said he wants to rub baby oil on Roman?
Hey, bro. We not starting we not starting this again, bro. We not starting this. Look, man, we ain't no baby oil rubbing for nothing. Nah, we cutting that out right away. We not doing none of that. No. Pause. Triple pause. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, he's taking a lot of physical abuse as champion. It's entertaining to watch, don't get me wrong, but it's risky because I'm afraid like one of these matches he's really going to get severely injured. He might be nursing an injury now. We don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's entertaining to watch, though. It's entertaining.
It is very entertaining. You know what I'm very interested in when it comes to AEW? Is the storyline that they have going on between the Death Riders and Will Ospreay.
Oh, yeah.
I am very intrigued by that.
Yeah, so it's funny you mentioned that, right? So from what I got from it is that they're trying to bring Will Ospreay to the dark side. They want him to be a heel. They're trying to turn him into a weapon so he could bring back that title to the Death Riders. That's what I feel like they're trying to do. They're trying to set it up so he can get that title at some point in time. I don't know if he's going to go after it while Darby Allin has it. I don't know if he's going to go after it if Kenny Omega ends up getting it. I know Swerve ain't going to be in that picture no time soon because now they got him setting up a match with Bandito. If y'all seen that video, that Bandito video, Swerve like the wanted picture, he put a hole like he lit it up with a match or a lighter. So he's gonna go after Bandito, you know, for the ROH heavyweight title. So that's gonna be interesting to see. Like, I never even known that a Bandito and Swerve match would even happen, but now I feel like I need to watch it because it seems like it's gonna be good. Like, I don't even think these two guys faced each other before, have they? Does anybody know in the comment section? Has Bandito faced Swerve Strickland outside of AEW? Because I don't know. I never seen that. But yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But looks like we got to answer no.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll also say this. What they're doing, and I'm not a big Will Ospreay fan. I'm just not. That's my personal preference. But I like where the storyline is going. It reminds me of Daniel Bryan joining the Wyatts to infiltrate them and then break them apart from the inside out. Or what Randy Orton did, infiltrating the Wyatt family, because we saw what Randy Orton did. Luke Harper did not like that.
Mm-hmm.
He did not like it. And then you saw the side eye some of the Death Riders was giving Mox for bringing Will Ospreay in.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not liking that.
Yeah,
so I have a feeling
Pac was looking at Mox sideways. I seen that.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that Will Ospreay is going to do the same thing, infiltrate and break him up from the inside out. And either he's going to take over the Death Riders or he's just going to completely dismantle them. Mm-hmm. I would personally like the idea of he infiltrates and then kicks out Moxley and he takes over, because to me, Moxley being face while being in the Death Riders, a heel group, didn't make any sense. Mm-hmm. But you turn Will Ospreay heel, bring him to the dark side, you can leave Mox babyface and have Will Ospreay turn dark and kick him out. And then now he's the leader of the Death Riders. I actually really like that idea. But this has me like very, 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 very intrigued as to what they're going to do with this. What does Tony Khan have up his sleeve that he's going to do with this storyline?
Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen from this too. But that was good. That was a good way of connecting it when you mentioned the whole Wyatt thing. As soon as you said that, and I definitely thought of the Daniel Bryan when he was infiltrated and then he destroyed the Wyatts from the inside out, and then he took off the whole Wyatt uniform, the whole painter outfit he had on, and he started doing the yes kicks. Yeah, so this story is similar to that. So
or when Randy Orton lit the Wyatt compound on fire.
Yeah, yep.
And then you see him in the background.
Yeah. And then on top of that, supposedly he burned up Sister Abigail. So supposedly, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
I can't wait to see how that unfolds. And that goes back to the WWE fans out there that says that AEW doesn't tell stories. Mm-hmm. Look no further. Look at what they're doing with Darby Allin. What is his story right now? Mm-hmm. That he can overcome any and everything. Look at what they're doing with the Death Riders, Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I wanna before we get into inviting people up on the panel for the last 30 minutes or whatever, I wanna discuss the video that we saw earlier with Rebel. As you know, Rebel was going through some health issues, and man, that woman has the strength of Hercules just to get up there and basically tell her story. You know, shout outs to her, you know what I'm saying? Blessings to her and her family going through that situation. I know it's rough, but she has Lou Gehrig's disease. At least that's what was reported. Lou Gehrig's disease, you all know what that is. That's what is it? What is
ALS.
it? ALS. Yes. So Lou Gehrig's disease attacks the brain. So and it depending on how severe it is, it could be rapid fast or it could be extremely slow. Like it was bad, and for her to be as strong as she is, to overcome it as long as she's have, and be able to speak to the fans and about her, what's going on with her, that takes a lot of strength and a lot of faith. So I don't know what her faith is. I don't know if she's a God-fearing woman. I want to say yes. I don't know if she'll see this video, but like, prayer is the key. Like I know a lot of folks don't believe in God, but I'm telling you, like, right now, God got the answer. Don't nobody else got the answer. No doctor can tell you when you gonna meet God and when you can't. Like, no doctor can predict that. I don't care what nobody say. I've witnessed it. I've seen it. My mother dealt with cancer for 14 years. 14 years. When she got diagnosed with cancer, they said she had 6 months. She overcame that 6 months, and the cancer went into remission, I believe four or five times. So that just goes to show you right there, when you got faith in the Creator is going to reward you. You know what I'm saying? The doctor says she had 6 months, and she overcame that, and she fought through the cancer for 14 years. For those of y'all that know, my mother passed like 2.5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that, I don't know if she'll see this video, but I'm just saying, like, prayer is the key. Don't believe in what the doctors say, because doctors go by science. You know what I'm saying? The human body is trained to persevere through certain situations, and it also can heal itself. But there's certain steps you gotta take. You know what I'm saying? People say it all the time. Like the trauma that we put our bodies through on a regular basis, how the body will overcome certain things, certain illnesses. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Doctors are not 100% correct. So, me being a man of faith, I do believe that as strong as she is right now, she could possibly overcome a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she'll be the same person that she will be, once was, but her overcoming it is a great possibility. You just prayer is the key. So if you a fan, just send her your prayers. We're doing that right now by acknowledging that. So just send her your prayers. But yeah, the video was very very touching, you know what I mean? And I couldn't bear to watch too much more, because you know what I mean, it was just it just brought my spirits, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, you don't want to see people suffer like that, you know what I'm saying? So the best thing for you to do is, like, pray for her and her recovery. That's what, that's how I feel about that. But I felt like it's only right you acknowledge what she was going through. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
I've seen what ALS can do. It's not something that you want to see anybody go through. You get confined to a wheelchair, you get confined to your bed. Mm-hmm. You have to rely on everybody to take care of you. I'm not the praying type. I'm not afraid to admit that. But her and her family will be in my thoughts. That's just not something you want to see anybody go through. Yeah, that's just not something that you like. My mother-in-law battled breast cancer, and through all the treatments and everything, she overcame it. And it's just not something I don't know. I really don't have the words. I really don't have the words because it's a terrible, terrible, terrible disease. And I know we all have our ailments. Like me, I'm an asthmatic with type 2 diabetes. But I can live with that. I don't want to see somebody live confined to a wheelchair or confined to their bed just because all their motor skills are gone.
Yeah.
It's a terrible disease. And I wished there was something that we can do about it. But unfortunately, we have a dipshit in office that's doing away with a lot of the medical research and the funding for the medical research. So it's tough.
Yeah, so the best thing I feel like the wrestling fans could do is just send the prayers and well wishes to her. I feel like those will work. Prayer, in this type of situation, prayer is one of the best medications you could possibly have. You know what I mean? So, just do that for her. If you're a true fan, just do that for her. You know what I mean? And do your research on what Lou Gehrig's disease is. It really is. It really is rough. It really is rough. It's no joke. It's no joke. But like anything is possible with God. That's all I could say about that. But I feel like it's only right that we acknowledge it. And put out there that what I mean, from the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, we send our wishes and our prayers to Rebel and speedy recovery. You know what I mean? So, I feel like that's important. Yeah. So, bringing it back now, if anybody wants to come up on the live, you're welcome to. We'll let people up on live. We'll spend these last 30 minutes, you know what I mean, having a quick discussion or whatever, and then we'll just go from there. So if anybody want to come up on the live, let's get the conversation going. I know you guys got a lot of stuff that y'all want to talk about, so let's see who wants to come up. So who else? All right. Start inviting people up. See who wants to come up.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yo.
Yeah.
Show was really good tonight, fellas. Y'all did your thing.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, man. We try to work out the technical difficulties. Now we kind of understand how we could do this. So I feel like from time to time we'll broadcast like this. You know what I mean? And then eventually we'll get an actual Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle TikTok page and build it from there. But for right now, I feel like this is okay, you know. So, all right, bro. So what's on your mind? You know what I'm saying? Let's not be quiet. Let's get the conversation going. We got 30 minutes. What's on your mind? What y'all want to talk about? What Cody said? What you want to talk about? You know,
I think
so
one thing that was in my mind earlier was a conversation about the fans, how they just neglect all boundaries. I thought that was very telling, especially coming out of WrestleMania. And like how y'all said, like Rhea Ripley and CM Punk, it feels like almost every month they keep having to remind fans, like, back off. Like we are all humans at the end of the day. So I thought that was interesting because, like how you said, with the evolution of the business within the last few years, it's just be going, it's go just all over the place. It's just too much, and they never have a break. Well, now I know the scheduling is a little bit differently, so they can go back home and have a few days to themselves and go back to the office and do their thing. But I don't know, man. I don't know because I know a lot of people suggested security, but who's going to write those checks? I mean, I don't really too much believe TKO is going to be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to have majority of their wrestlers have security. I mean, I think that would be great because they have the money, but we got to remember, when it comes to corporations, it's pretty much them first and the wrestlers last majority of times when it comes to situations like this.
yeah, yeah, you're right. You know, but I think it would be. I definitely feel like it would be a good idea for them to do so. You know what I'm saying? Considering the fact that these individuals, you hired them to entertain, to work for you. So it's only right that you protect your entertainers. Like, you protect them. You know, I don't think there's no harm done if you send like maybe 2 or 3 guards with them to walk them to their car, or if they got family in town, have a security or two, like escort their family or whatever the case may be, because it's getting real dangerous out there. Like if I'm a wrestler, I don't feel as if I should have to be watching my back 24/7 with these fans, right? I don't feel like I should have to be watching my back, especially if I work for one of the biggest companies in the world. You mean to tell me you can't have like one extra person watch my back? You know what I mean? While I go to my car, or while I go out to a bite to eat, like I gotta watch my own back. Like I don't feel that's right, you know. But
And one thing I thought that was very interesting too, bars. I had just recently seen a behind the scenes WrestleMania 42, and apparently they were uh, no, actually it wasn't that one. It was another one. As far as in the video that came out today about TKO had posted on their Twitter talking about talent relations, and how I knew about it because it was retweeted from the Usos page, and the Usos responded and say, "We love them." And I don't know if that was meaning talent relations or if that was meaning TKO, but apparently in the video they was like showcasing all the big wigs and talent relations and how they, escort the talent out of, WrestleMania, back to their hotels. So it sounds like that's the reason why, they haven't invested in security because apparently um, some of their talent relations are doing some of their work in the back end.
wow, that
Mm-hmm.
that that's something else. If that's really this case, that's something else, man.
And there's a
That's
lot of heavy, like, work because, I mean, I don't know how many people that's in talent relations. It was just like the VP was talking about it and other big wigs was talking about it, but I'm sure they got a a good size of a team that can, sustain all that, stress that they have to go through with, bringing the talent back and forth and things of that nature. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
Wow. Yeah, I knew nothing about that. I appreciate you bringing that information because I knew nothing about that. All I can say, man, is that security is important. Will they take the time out to spend a little bit of bread to get security for their wrestlers? I mean, we have yet to see that. But until they take it serious, take the lives of these wrestlers serious, it's going to continue to happen. Like, for God's sakes, we got fans now rolling up on the wrestlers trying to test them. Like, literally rolling up on the wrestlers, like trying to pick a fight. Like, really, and then on top of that,
they feel contractually obligated because they invested so many years within the business. They feel like they should have a stake in whatever they say, no matter if it's walking up to them. Like, it's this whole weird, like, TMZ paparazzi thing that these fans are doing. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I've already made it clear, like, don't go running up on me. I'm telling you right now, don't run up on me because I ain't having it. I got a family to feed. I gotta protect myself. Don't run up on me. Like, I'm very serious. Don't run up on me because, like, I feel like I don't know what the obligation is. As far as these fans.
Security can get very expensive, and the talent already, uses their salary to, book hotels, book rentals. So they already, spending money, or you gonna have the talent spend more money just for security. Like, that can eventually add up. Like, I don't know, maybe you test it out with a couple wrestlers like a Roman Reigns, or I don't know, but.
Man, I'm like this, man. If I gotta pay for my own security, then that means you need to be paying me a little bit more. Why do I have to take out my own money to get security?
You sure right. You sure right.
Why?
Because shoot, if funds like that go up, then you gotta have talent, salary go up to kind of offset it a little bit. Because I think on the low end, I can't remember who said this last year, but somebody said it wasn't Dakota Kai. It was somebody who got released, I think maybe last year in NXT, and she was saying, like, she wasn't getting paid that amount of money that people thought she was. I can't remember who it was, but I think she was saying she was making, like, on the low end, like $70K a year.
Yeah, now I know who you talking about. She said she didn't say 70K. I believe she said between 40 to 45K. It was Jasmine Nix. Absolutely right.
That's who it was.
Yeah,
That's who it was.
Jasmine Nix. Yep. It was definitely Jasmine Nix.
60. Okay.
60K. Okay.
That's insane. And you living in Orlando too?
Yeah, I used to live in Orlando. Orlando's expensive. So, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Orlando's expensive. If you
well, we already know regarding to, like, NXT talent, they ain't gonna have no shot at getting security. But the main roster, I mean, shoot, don't CM Punk don't he get paid like over $1 million? Like, I would have thought maybe he probably would have invested in something right about now, but he's like a crazy guy anyway. He ain't gonna worry about that. He gonna take care of it himself, but
Yeah, I definitely think, like, look, man, a lot of the wrestlers, even though I know they could quite possibly take care of themselves, yeah, we get that. Especially the wrestlers of the day, most of them train in other disciplines besides professional wrestling. So we get, like, you could protect yourself in hand-to-hand combat. But what happens with these fans come with weapons? You know what I'm saying? Come with the pew-pews, or come with a knife or a baseball bat or a 2x4. Like, you don't know. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these fans are like crazy. Like, you know, we not too long ago, a few years
but
back.
not even fans, just people. Period. You don't know what their intentions are.
Yeah, we don't know what their mental capacity is. We don't know what type of time they on. You know, we just seen a fan recently. He rolled up on Big Vito. He tried to pick a fight with Big Vito. It took Big Vito everything in him not to choke him out. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to look. Security is needed. It's needed. Something is needed. You know, a can of mace. You know, pepper spray. I don't know, but you know, it's getting to a point where you definitely have to, start protecting yourself more. You know, the talent definitely have to start protecting themselves. You know, but yeah, that was rough. That was rough watching that.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Mm-hmm. How y'all feel about the whole gingerbread man thing that they was doing tonight?
Oh, I didn't watch it. I ain't watched.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch it yet. I'm gonna watch it, but what you thought, Doug?
It's AI.
I mean,
that's another one of those deals that makes me think that AI wrote it.
Yeah, I could see
using a gingerbread man to. It was cool when Trick Williams first said it, and then to actually have a gingerbread man actually on the show week in and week out, mind you.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. I think we lost the plot a little bit with that, because I don't know.
They need to find something else to do.
Why? How is this whole gingerbread man thing go get Trick Williams over when he's already over? Like, I get it, it's comic relief, but I mean that's what you got Danhausen for. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's silly.
Yeah, I ain't even watch it.
Oh, there he is, the man of the hour.
What did I do? I didn't do shit.
Nothing. What's going on, Chris, man?
Nothing. What's good?
Yeah, much. We talking about this silly old gingerbread man crap they doing.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Chris.
Darkwing.
Hey, question.
Yes, sir.
This is more up your alley. What do you think they're gonna do with this Will Ospreay and Death Riders thing?
I don't know. Couldn't even tell you. I don't even know myself. So it's a very intriguing storyline. I think that there's a possibility that he could destroy the Death Riders from the inside out. That is a possibility. Or Will Ospreay is going on his own merit and it's going to turn evil. I don't know. But it's going to be very intriguing in the upcoming months. So that's all I can really tell you.
I would like to see him infiltrate and then take over the Death Riders and kick Jon Moxley out.
That would be the best revenge. Yeah. So you took something from me. You took a few years off of my career. And I'm going to take the one thing that you built. So why not? I mean,
that's a good call out. Yeah, that is a good call out. I ain't thinking about it like that.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know if they're going to go through with it. But definitely Will Ospreay definitely have a couple avenues that he can go through. So, yeah, I'm here for it. You know, it's like everything does not need to be dissected. You know, it's just like sometimes it's best just to sit back and just enjoy the ride and see like where this goes. I mean, I don't really, I really don't do like predictions like that, and then like have this big ass ego talk about I called it. Okay, you called it. Now what? You expect to get paid for it? I mean, like what? Like I don't know. People are just weird. I don't know. Maybe they want some, I guess, brownie points or whatever because they called a finish, and it's like, hey, I took this test and I didn't know what the answers were and I just guessed it, type of shit.
I don't understand why fans are like that, honestly. Like, why does everybody have to predict? Or why does everybody is like, oh, this was predictable? Okay, it's scripted television. Good for you.
Right, it's predetermined. So, like, I don't know why folks is happy because they found out that was something predetermined. I think more so they get a rise out of guessing something predetermined and they want to be right. And when they're not right, it hurts their ego, which is wild because I get that you're trying to be part of the show, but you're not in the show. You are a spectator, and they should know their role. Plain and simple, But I don't pay attention to that monarchy. I just don't pay attention to it at all. I've been taking a break. I went through some things this week, and I just wanted to kind of stay away from wrestling and, focus on fitness and trying to get my life back together. Wrestling is really now my priority list right now. I'm so serious. Like everything from Monday, Friday, Wednesday, like everything's been cool, but I'm getting WWE out of my system, like officially. Like I really had time to really think about that after WrestleMania. Like I need WWE out my system. Like I don't need to. The only thing I need to do is resort to highlights. That's it. I'm not sitting and watching another Monday Night Raw or SmackDown or NXT. I'm just not going to deal with it. It's just too kiddie-ish for me. Like, it's just too much. And then with this whole Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu shit, it's intriguing.
What happened with that?
I mean, I seen a clip on YouTube. They was sitting here and reminiscing about old times, and then they got attacked by the new bloodline. So yeah, I don't know where they go.
Yeah, like it was a little backstage segment after Royce Keys match, and then Jacob Fatu pulled up on him, and then like Royce Keys was talking about their personal past with each other, and he was basically saying 7 days out the week I always got your back, et cetera, et cetera. Then he mentioned don't let Roman take food off your table, make sure you you do what you gotta do. And then Tala Tonga and Solo just ran into him and knocked him out. So that was pretty much it. Nothing too crazy.
There were also rumors that Royce Keys possibly may be working with Solo. Rumors, not a fact. So that little thing could be a setup. So he's pretending that he's cool with Jacob, but then hit the ace in the hole is Royce Keys, which that if they're going down that direction, it really wouldn't make any sense anyway because Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm not calling him Royce Keys because it's a stupid, goofy name. I think that he has been in tag teams all of his life and he needs to stand on his own. And this is why I said about him when he was in AEW, that man is not going to survive. I will give it a year. He's no. I don't know. Even that lingo that, we talk or whatever, it ain't do nothing for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know. I know he made a. I know Royce made a post saying that him and and the YE family have a past. They have a past with one another. You know what I'm saying? He said he's very close to the family, so I know he said something like that. I didn't know they were. I did see a highlight or two of him and Jacob interacting. I didn't click on the video. I just scrolled past it, and then that kind of explains why Jacob was going off on the phone, and he had like a little abrasion on his forehead or whatever. So I'm assuming that was from the attack that the MFTs gave him a Royce earlier. I'm assuming that's what it was because he was on the phone like screaming, talking to whoever. I don't know who he's talking to, but so.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of crazy.
Another phone segment.
Oh, you just took the words out of my mouth. I was just going to say that, like, it's been less than like 3 weeks. You just finished that segment with Randy Orton with going weeks on a phone segment and then come out to be Pat McAfee. And then you turn around and do the same exact thing. Like,
you gotta give it to AI. You know,
I was just going to say that too, because I mean, it's obviously got to be AI, but like, who's writing these scripts in Chat GBT or whatever to say, okay, well, yeah, that works. Yeah, let's do it again. Like,
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't really matter because this is the era of laziness. This is the era of being like auto repeat, if you will. I'm not surprised. I mean, this is WWE has been doing this for so long, playing in people's faces, thinking that they're like the power of creative or whatever, and that is far from the case. And like I said, the shit is super duper irritating that they are using AI to do their storylines. And then you got this fool over here on my left-hand corner sitting up here and saying, well, WWE is the number one company. They're the best at what they do. What the fuck do they do? Can you please? No one has even answered that question. What the fuck do WWE do other than copy, paste, and cheat on their tests? Like, what do they do?
Did I miss something? Where's it at?
What?
Who said that?
Who said what?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, the humans you call WWE drones. That's what. That's who I'm talking about.
The ones you call bed bugs.
Bed bugs. What? I don't know. Defective chromosomes. I mean, I don't know what you want me to call them.
Delayed
chromosomes. Pick your flavor. Pick your poison. Whatever it is. I mean, these are people that do not think for themselves whatsoever. They follow trains. They follow trends. Anything that's going on social media, they follow it. And I don't like them type of humans. And that's why I say you will never get that far in the conversation with me when the first thing you say is that I can't really get into AEW. Maybe because you are that slow. Maybe because that's what it is.
Yeah,
not my problem.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. You know, people have to learn to have a mind of their own. Like the type of stuff they're putting out right now, I'm just not feeling it. And as long as people keep supporting it, they're gonna keep doing it. What did I say earlier? Like the content create. I don't know if I don't know if I told you, Chris. So I had this interaction with somebody in the comment section on our YouTube, right? He said the guy basically told me, he said, if you guys stop being so anti WWE, that you guys will get more views. So I said, so how are we anti WWE? Like, what is so anti about what we saying? We just speaking facts.
Yeah, I heard that earlier.
So I was like, I don't understand. Like we've done, WWE's not the only fish in the pond. Like we've done content for other promotions and got thousands of views. Like so, and we've done content about WWE and got only 13 views. You know what I'm saying? So what is WWE doing so special that I gotta gravitate to WWE and do the content for WWE when WWE basically sooner or later they're probably not even gonna allow content creators to even react to their stuff or even do anything with their stuff whatsoever. Like a few reporters just put that out there. TKO is not a big fan of content creating. So
you know what? I don't know how long you motherfuckers is going to allow them to play you in your face, right? I need to really just get this off my chest. I think some of you content creators that do strictly WWE, I think that you're dumb as fuck, and you allow these people to play in your face. And now, after hearing what Bars just said, if this is true, then you are literally making an ass out of yourself, which you have been doing for years anyway, but whatever. I really feel that it's time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Or put your money where your whatever. I'm sorry. It's just okay. I think a lot of y'all really need to understand. A lot of y'all need to really understand that WWE is not for you. They've never been for you. They care about your money. That's it. And until you realize that shit, they are going to bleed you dry. And when you are sitting on a corner, laying on a corner somewhere and saying, well, I can't believe they did this to me, I'm like, well, I don't feel sorry for your dumb ass. I really don't. Because that's the reason why I do not do WWE content. I don't do it at all. If somebody asks me a question, I will respond to it. But Bars, what I would have did, I know you don't do this, but I would have responded to that person and I would have checked them. I would have educated him in a very nice way. You don't have to be disrespectful. You can, just by giving facts, it's like a roach. It's like Ray being sprayed on a roach. They're going to die off pretty soon anyway. So it really, it's for me, it's fun. I mean, I'm getting engagement. You're doing me a favor. Like, it's not the other way around. You came on the show to see me. I didn't come to see you. So that's how I take it. Like, so I'm very aggressive with my content. So at this point, I don't give a fuck whether you agree with me, disagree with me. You want to be a troll, that's fine. I could be a troll 10 times worse, type of shit. But sometimes you're going to have to check them out the door. And that includes people that come on the panel as well. If they come in there with that dumb ass shit, you need to respond to them accordingly, like dead ass. Not have fun doing it.
Yeah, because
you're right.
They do the same talking points all the time. Like, oh, Will Ospreay don't sell. Oh, low ticket sales. Oh, they don't have no storylines. Like, the last 3 years, I feel like has been some of the best AEW that I've seen since their inception. And
you know what, Don? I really believe they know what a storyline is. They choose to be stupid. They choose to be the uncircumcised Cheeto. They rather just lie and deny it. They rather do that versus giving them their props, right? I had motherfuckers come on the cookout said they secretly watch AEW and it's weird as fuck. Never heard that in a day of my life. How could you sneak and watch a wrestling TV show?
Oh yeah, I've seen that plenty of times on Twitter. Like, why you gotta sneak like like you feel like you're doing something bad, bro?
Like okay, WWE been around, but you don't have to sneak and watch, a TV show. Did you sneak and watch WCW when that was out? Before they got swallowed up? You know, I mean, the logic doesn't make sense. Like, it's not adding up for me when it comes to some of these fans. These fans act like they are helping WWE, but they are harming themselves in the process. And they are literally harming themselves just to prove a point that I am loyal to WWE and fuck AEW. AEW does not exist. They're in the minor leagues. They got low ticket sales. You bitches have been saying that shit for the past 7 years. And this is the reason. If that is the case, then WWE wouldn't have been counter programming majority of 2025. Yeah. So, yeah, it's for me.
Yeah, I agree. You know, to me right now at this point, you know, AEW is the top wrestling promotion, and WWE is like the number 3. Honestly, that's how I feel. They the number 3. I don't feel like they even a number 2. I feel like they got pushed down to number 3 because they keep disrespecting us and playing in our faces, like Chris said. Like, I just feel that's the way it is, you know. Yeah. Like, and nothing's until they change their ways, which I don't think they are. You know what I mean? They don't care. They don't care. Like, another thing that I noticed too is. And a lot of the creators, a lot of the content creators are saying this. They feel like the money that WWE is bringing in is equated to their success. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the money that WWE brought in, they've been brought in. You could be putting out poor content, but because you've been consistent with your business, you still bring in revenue. The content don't have to be good. You could still bring in the revenue and still break even. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what I'm getting is that a lot of these content creators feel that because they're bringing in the revenue, they're still bringing in like millions and millions of dollars. That equates to their success. No, it doesn't. You could be a rich broke mofo. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be rich as hell and still like putting out terrible content. You know what I mean? So,
you know what bothers me the most is, why would you support a company that is popular, that's been around for years and years and years and years, and you do not want to support the new kid on the block? Like, I guess that shit bothers me. And they're literally talking your same language, like AEW, literally talking your same language. You want the Attitude Era back. You want the violence. You want the everything that you loved in professional wrestling. We are giving that to you. But instead, you are shitting on it because you think that if I stay loyal to WWE, they're going to give me a Scooby snack. And that's not going to work. A Scooby snack, yeah. Like, these motherfuckers be acting like dogs. They be, you know, it's you're right.
Hey, how's it going there, everybody? I respect everybody. What's happening, brother?
I'll say this, guys. I know a lot of wrestling fans that are just casual wrestling fans, and they have told me they still have never watched AEW, which, I mean, it's fine with me. That's up to them what they want to watch. But I still have to say, unless you're a real hardcore wrestling fan or a niche wrestling fan, and what I mean by niche wrestling is people that do watch Japanese wrestling. I'm still not one of those guys that watch New Japan or nothing like that, but I do watch AEW. Chris knows this. He's seen me on his lives multiple times. It's just depending on, it's all flavor. It's all, what kind of flavor do you want? Do you want Rocky Road, or you just want regular vanilla?
United States, of course, you go like WWE, right?
I don't like.
That's not true.
That's not true. I wouldn't say that.
That's not true at all.
That's not true at all.
I think WWE is the most popular industry in Northern America.
Wait, hold on. Where'd you say in the beginning? Because I ain't hear you. I ain't hear you the first couple of words you said. So what did you say in the beginning, Wrestlebeard?
I think if you like wrestling, WWE could be the first thing that you as a American, like WWE You the first thing you notice as a wrestling fan.
All right. So, that's what I thought you said. So let me. All right. So maybe that was good 20 plus 30 plus something years ago around the territory times. Yeah, maybe that was then, but as of right now, there's too many top companies that you're like, if you're a new wrestling fan, WWE is not going to be the first one on your list.
Listen,
I'm gonna be honest.
Even
with
in
you.
the '90s,
I mean, I'm gonna disagree
it
with
wasn't
you.
WWE.
I think
It was
WWE would be the
WCW.
first on your list.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna disagree. I think WWE will be the first on your list. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I think if you come into the United States and you watch wrestling, WWE is gonna be the first thing you have to look at.
I don't know about that.
WWE wasn't even first until they put WCW out of business. WCW for the how many straight weeks were they number one? It was WCW.
Okay, but the thing about let me tell you why WCW fell off. WCW fell off because they didn't have a person that was a wrestling fan as the owner. It was just like we want to make numbers. WWE was wrestling fans that made numbers. It was a difference.
You said You said WWE was what? Was wrestling? Hold on, repeat that again.
Ted Turner did not care about wrestling. Ted Turner was about making money. Vince McMahon at least cared about wrestling.
I love wrestling.
Now, I'm not saying that Vince McMahon is the best thing ever happened.
Hold on, time out.
That's not true at all. Ted Turner actually was the one who liked wrestling. Once Ted Turner sold Time Warner, he sold the company to Time Warner AOL. That's when WCW. No, Ted Turner was the one who actually.
Not a Tony Khan. That's all I'm saying. Tony Khan really cared about wrestling.
No, that's two different things. That's saying Ted Turner doesn't love wrestling the way Tony Khan loves wrestling is a whole different argument than Ted Turner didn't care about wrestling.
I think Ted Turner was more of a businessman than a wrestling fan. I mean,
again, that's a whole nother thing. Ted Turner, yes, he was a businessman, but when WCW was just the name of the TV show from the NWA, he was the one who purchased the WCW brand and made it its own thing. Ted Turner was the only reason that WCW continued to go throughout the 90s.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Tony Khan would have won out like Ted Turner? Do you think Tony Khan loved the wrestling business? I think Ted Turner loved making money out the wrestling business. I think it's a difference.
No, Ted Turner.
Because Ted Turner lost money. WCW in like 91, 92, 93, WCW was losing money. WCW wasn't turning a profit until Eric Bischoff came along. So no, Ted Turner was fine losing money when WCW was part of his portfolio because he loved wrestling. He enjoyed wrestling.
Companies like TNA. TNA did. Made more years
jumping all over the place.
You got a lot of companies that did more than WCW.
I didn't want to say this. So y'all, they have been on this podcast for almost an hour and a half, and why are they at 1.6K likes? If y'all could, please get them to 5K. They're about to leave in a second. It's fucking 1:36 Eastern time and 12:36 Central. Can we show them some love, please? Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you, man. Walt, baby, I'm gonna let you go, Wrestling Bear, but I want to say something to you. The AOL America Online like professional wrestling?
You got mail.
I don't think it's to that level, but I'm just saying, like if you're a part of something, if you own something, you're a part of that push. And AOL Tom Turner, they didn't want to put WCW.
I asked you that. I asked you that because you said Ted Turner didn't like wrestling, right? He was more of a business guy, right?
I don't think he did. I don't think he was a real wrestling fan.
But AOL was business too, and they brought WCW, and then WCW died after that. So
because I think they didn't see no money in wrestling after that. If they would have just like been like, okay, we gonna keep on fighting, I think they could have made it through a different level. But they decided that we don't care about it no more.
Time Warner didn't like wrestling at the time.
Time Warner didn't. Yeah, AOL was. Yeah, you're right in that part. AOL was absolutely the reason that because they saw when they purchased it, all those everything from Ted Turner. In the portfolio, in the businesses and everything, they saw WCW was operating at a loss. That's exactly why they pulled the plug on it. They were like, yeah, we're
AEW is that where they at right now. They don't care about WWE. They run in their own program, and that's the first company is like, we gonna do what we gonna do, and they run out their own program. And that's the difference between a lot of different programs.
Okay, whatever you say, bro. I'm just saying, man. Like, I hear you. Your opinion is your opinion. You know what I mean? But I definitely don't think that was the case. You know what I'm saying? Like Ted Turner definitely was a wrestling fan. You know, Tony Khan, we all know was a wrestling
not a wrestling fan.
Then what was he?
You can go back and look. Ted Turner was not a wrestling fan.
So then
you can
what
go
was
back
he?
and read the evidence. I'm not the only person who's gonna say it. Ted Turner.
You know what? I'm gonna do something that a lot of people are not accustomed to doing. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Let me see what Google wants to tell.
Yeah,
Ted Turner was not a wrestling fan.
Okay.
Ted Turner was a businessman that was about money, and he seen money in the wrestling business, but he was not a wrestling fan.
Okay, all right.
Again, he consistently lost money in the wrestling business. Like, if he was about making money in the wrestling business, then he wouldn't have continually lost money in WCW throughout the early 90s.
I mean, everybody talk about WCW like it was just like really popular, but TNA was more.
It was popular.
TNA had a longer career than WCW. So why are we forgetting about TNA?
Time out.
WCW went out of business.
The first thing that pops up when you Google, was Ted Turner a wrestling fan? It says Ted Turner was indeed a significant supporter and fan of professional wrestling. That's the first thing that pops up.
Pops right up. So, whether you use Windows 98,
I might have said the wrong word. He was probably a fan, but he wasn't a supporter.
A significant supporter and fan.
What kind of supporter? Ain't it the same thing? Never. Okay.
Hey, hold up. You're not gonna hear this, but you getting the Shao Kahn laugh. You gonna get the Shao Kahn laugh. You gonna hear me.
That's not Shao Kahn. There it is.
I'll press the button.
You suck.
You getting the Shao Kahn laugh and Mario game over at the same time, bro, because it just told you that Ted Turner was a wrestling fan, bro. I'm just
the first thing that popped up on my screen. Chris can confirm it because he said the same thing.
Ted Turner left as soon as wrestling got hard for him. Like,
Should I just break down the history right quick? So it was called Georgia Championship Wrestling, and then Vince McMahon bought the shares for $1 million from Georgia Championship Wrestling. That's the reason why we had Black Saturday in the first place. And then Ted Turner or Jim Crockett bought it back, and then Jim Crockett sold it in 1988 to Ted Turner. Ted Turner did not turn a profit until about 1994 when Hulk Hogan first showed up, and then he lost money the next 2 years. until 1996 when Eric Bischoff took over and he brought in Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and that's what rejuvenated Hulk Hogan's career was with the NWO. So for almost 10 years, Ted Turner lost money on WCW. WCW wasn't even a close number two to WWF at that point in time. Even when WWF had a down year in 1995, WCW still had a worse year, my friend.
Are you saying WCW was never number one? WCW
No,
never
not until
that's not what he said.
1996. 1996 is when they first were beating WWF in any TV ratings, and that was when the 83 weeks run or 86 week run, one of the two. That's when the very first time WCW ever beat WWF in ratings when Vince McMahon was in charge. That's the whole entire history.
I don't think
there.
y'all realize how many weeks that is that they won. Like, they won a bunch of weeks. I don't think y'all realize, like, that is more than a year a week that they won.
Bro, that was 2 years.
Exactly. And more. Like, y'all, I think everybody think about it as days. Like, the years they won is years, bro. Like, they really did their thing.
You also did now?
3 weeks is not close to 10 years of getting beat by WWF. 83 weeks is not even close to 10 years getting beat by WWF. And I'm pretty sure these guys are checking my data.
If it wasn't for Stone Cold, man, they would have won.
You got to remember, WCW had Stone Cold. Remember, WCW had Brian Pillman. WCW had Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. Remember, they had all of them prior to that.
It don't matter what you got, it matter how you use them. How do you use them?
WCW when Austin was crowned at the top of WWF in '98, WCW was still beating them. Like, no, like it wasn't because of, well, I mean, it was because of Austin. Austin had some help, but again, it was
Stone Cold was the biggest star in that era, bro. Stone Cold changed everything. Stone Cold and Vince McMahon, and I'm gonna say Vince McMahon because a lot of people don't want to say that name. Stone Cold and Vince McMahon changed the whole aura, the whole situation. Let's keep it real.
And you know what? To be honest, I think that's the disease that the Attitude Era caused, right? Because they unalive WCW, they think that WWE is untouchable, right? So this is the reason why we have tribalism, because they figure that, okay, we got another company that is challenging WWE, and they're in their feelings because there's actually a company that is actually worthy of our attention. And this has been going on for almost 30 years now, right?
Mean, but did TNA do the same thing though? When TNA first came, they were challenging WWE.
Not even close.
Not on the same level.
When Kurt Angle was the face of TNA, they were challenging WWE.
They tried to, but they was not even close.
And I think the guys would agree with me. And I think the guys would agree with me. TNA being on Spike is still not the same of AEW being on TBS or TNT.
I'm gonna keep it real. When I was young, I didn't even get Spike TV. So when I was young, like Spike TV didn't even come on my cable. And we had cable, but Spike TV was not in our cable provider. So I missed a lot of Spike TV. So I was a SmackDown guy.
How the hell did we go from WCW to AEW back to TNA?
Because TNA was the truth. TNA was WWE.
Put the bottle down immediately. Immediately.
I'm gonna go get me some chocolate. Y'all.
Put a shirt on. Put the bottle down.
I wish this one time I was drinking so I could have an excuse. But this is the one time I have not been drinking, and I cannot agree with you.
Ain't showing, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, look,
bro, got all over the place, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm trying to figure out what the end game here is.
Bro,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm confused.
I got a ball head.
I'll say this about TNA. They're coming to Denver and their tickets were just as cheap as AEW's. So I appreciate that. So thank you, TNA, for giving us $67 tickets like AEW does. Thank you for that, for coming to Denver and giving us $67 tickets like AEW does. Because they're not charging us $630 to sit in the damn nosebleeds like SmackDown or Raw. Facts.
I'm going to say something. I'm going to tell everybody the same thing that was told to me. Find your local indie company and support them.
I agree with that.
They need that more than anything WWE has going on.
Yeah.
I've already said that WWE is not the only fish in the pond. I've already said that. And I'll go even further and said, like, you know, as far as the reactions and stuff like that going on, right? There's a lot of other promotions that will approve of you to react to their stuff. Like, we're a prime example of that. We got
I mean,
approval for
that's a good thing. That's a good thing, though.
yeah, we got approval for a few companies. Like, we're gonna be dropping a lot of reactions. And
Okay,
once you get
let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
Okay, SmackDown and Raw are so big right now. Do you think they should have two separate shows that compete against each other like they used to?
What you said? You said SmackDown and Raw so big?
I'm saying, should they compete against each other like they used to? Like back in the day, SmackDown and Raw were two different companies. There was nothing to like.
Nah,
Like we live in the
not
era
even
where
close.
you got two different SummerSlam. You got two different WrestleManias. Should Raw have their own WrestleMania? Should Raw have their own SmackDown? Should it be two different shows going against two different shows, but they can compete against each other?
This is some damn good water. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, listen. Stay sober, your friend. That's all I can say.
You said
I
when
love
Paul
spring
Heyman
water. Spring
Paul
water is
Heyman
like
won
it quenches your
SmackDown,
thirst.
that was
Oh
the
my
best
god.
SmackDown that it was.
Hey man,
No,
we
I
we
tell you,
need.
brother, I'm not sure what that question was.
Yeah,
You
I don't
talking
know
about
what the
I
SmackDown and
question
think
was
I've
Raw?
been
either.
confused. I've been
Yeah,
All
I
confused.
don't
right,
know.
let me rephrase the question. Should SmackDown be SmackDown, Raw be Raw? You have one night of WrestleMania at SmackDown. You have one night as Raw being Raw, and they compete against each other to be the best company.
Are you talking? Okay, are you talking about like a? Are you talking about a pay per view, or are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about just them being separate. Period. SmackDown versus
They're
Raw.
already separate. Wait,
And they not separate because the
baby,
Usos been on both companies.
they
The
got
Usos been on Raw and the Usos been on SmackDown. Just this week, so they not separate.
okay, but why? If they're not separate, then why do they have a draft?
I don't think the draft mean anything right now. Like you gonna be whatever where you want to be at. I'm saying should you make the draft mean something? Like your team mean your team.
But you
Make
said
it
that they're not separate, but yet you said that they don't have a draft. What are we doing?
I'm just saying, is it a draft right now? Do it mean something right now?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh wait.
I'm asking a real question.
Classic. Can you
Do
help
it
us
mean
out
something
here
right
and
now?
give us
Do
a
the
sermon,
draft mean
please?
something right now?
Wait. Oh my god, wait. Oh Jesus. First my head hurt. Second of all,
I got some
I know
Tylenol.
what
You want some?
I know what he's talking
About to
about. I
pop
know what
one.
he's talking about. But how did we get here is my question. But still I know what he's talking about. Okay. To help you out, Chris, real quick.
Oh,
So
please
what he's
help me
saying
out.
is
Yes.
so what he's saying is because it's not like back in the day. Even though they have two separate, still got Raw, SmackDown, and a draft. I got sick of it. I got tired of that brand supremacy BS. Like there's only one time a year where I hate you for no reason. That type ish. That's what he's talking about. And I could say I do agree about that. I don't miss that bullshit. Because it was like, oh, we're friends. Like, I can even come on SmackDown for a whole year until this one time a year. Next thing you know,
exactly.
I
If
hate
you
you.
on Raw, you should be on Raw. You shouldn't be able to go to SmackDown. Keep it where it's at.
I would say, though, I don't want that shit to come back. Like, I remember when it first started, I wanted to go back to, well, for lack of a better term, that's when I started saying, let's go back to Attitude Era time. Because when I remember Attitude Era, it was pretty much, hey, I watch Raw, then you get your continuation on SmackDown, and more people will be on SmackDown, but you still get a continuation, just like we saw tonight on SmackDown. You saw Jacob on SmackDown, but they still continue the story from Raw on there too, and then more stories happen. That makes sense. But the whole brand supremacy shit went too far. I'm like, now everybody was Bloods and Crips for no reason, out of nowhere. And I'm I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't do it. I'm like, why you still whooping 1 minute, the next minute you hugging them?
I'm a Crip. Oh, wait a minute.
But it was BS, man. But like that whole, and also the whole thing with the WCW, bro. Look, oh god, oh my head hurts. It's so discombobulated because I swear the goalposts just got thrown like to like the far side of the football field.
I'm at the runabout right now because I've been going around and round in circles. So
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to.
Only thing I'm saying, what happened when goalposts keep getting pushed back? Like you keep on trying to go there, and the goalposts keep getting pushed back.
No, that shit got thrown, brother. That they didn't get pushed. That shit just got like you treated it like a javelin. I was scared.
Hey, real quick. Hey Nick, why is AEW not wrestling? Would you like to come up and explain?
How? Please get up here.
AEW is wrestling.
Can I just ask a question?
You cannot complain about that.
So when you're just saying that now that AEW is not professional wrestling, we got butthurt. When and where and what timestamp did we get upset behind that? And how did you come up to that fucked up ass conclusion? Are you doing that because you're trying to troll people and you're trying to get some attention? Say, "Hi, I'm here." Like, are you trying to do that? Because you're not.
I think it's that.
You're not doing
I wonder if he's upset. I wonder if he's upset because I did reply to him when the first time he said, and I said that was the most delusional sentence I ever. I wonder because I did reply. I said that's the most. I did say that's the most delusional sentence I ever heard. But it's not mad. I'm just saying it's delusional. Like
he want to be sarcastic in the comment section, but he didn't mention who he was talking about. That's why I got a little bit. Yeah, I was confused.
I'll go down. I'll look at Bars. You can. I'll drop if Nick wants to come up and you guys want to roast him. I'll drop down just to hear him.
Please do.
It is too late.
You don't got to drop enough.
Too late for that.
The only thing I'll just say this, okay? I will take a quote from Bryan Danielson. You say AEW's not wrestling, but it's funny when the guy that was in the company said it's the parody. WWE is the parody of professional wrestling, which is funny because they got a wrestling ring, but they call themselves sports entertainment. That's weird. That's weird, huh? That's weird. It's weird. You got a wrestling ring, and you call yourself sports entertainment. You're a storyline driven company.
All right, yo, hold on. I want to say something. All right. So this is I'm gonna give Nick 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you can't give me 2 minutes,
I'm gonna say that's too much. Give him the funeral too, please.
All right, 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to explain to me why AEW's not wrestling. If you can't explain to me in 2 minutes, you getting dropped. So
and it can't be a repeat on what you heard on the podcast. It can't be none of that shit. I need to hear your actual thoughts, please.
Yeah.
Hey, keep your finger on the kick button in case he is trolling.
Yeah, don't put your fingers in your little butt.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna drop. Hey, Chad, I'm gonna drop you for a second. Let him come up for 2 minutes and let him say what he has to say. Since he said nobody's letting him up here, we gonna give you a chance to come up here and speak your piece. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what it's about.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna drop real quick.
Make sure to put the 2-minute timer on his ass too.
Yeah, I'm about to right now.
So somebody already got his organ ready because if you go past 2 minutes, that's an organ ready.
Yo.
Say that.
All right. Before anybody even say anything to the dude who's up here with the face cam, I wasn't even talking about you. So, but anyways, I made a statement and I said AEW is not wrestling, right? And right immediately after I said that, 5 dudes respond to me and immediately mention WWE for no reason. Like, at all. They're like, oh, well, you rather watch Ad Mania. Well, yeah, I know WWE is trash right now, too. I can't watch that shit either. But in my opinion, I say that because every time I tune into AEW, it's always somebody trying to end the other person. I've never seen, like, it's either that or it's a no self-fest. Like, I haven't seen times where it's real wrestling. I've just seen, this is based off what I've seen, and you can disagree if you want, that's fine. I'm by any means, I'm not saying stop watching AEW. Like, I just can't, you know what I mean? Like, I've tried to watch it, I just can't get into it, and you know what I mean? But for the dudes in the chat, I don't know why y'all so hostile. What's his username right here? Hold on, Mike's Morris? You have an AEW profile picture. You met with Edge and Christian. So it's clear to me you're a diehard AEW fan, which is cool. It's fire. That's okay.
Minx.
Oh, Minx? Okay, Minx. That's cool. But literally, immediately after I made that statement, dude was just like wilding in the chat, bro. I don't know what dude was talking about. Like,
it's called joning. It's called joking.
No. But I'm saying, like, that's cool. But that dude really, like, you know what I'm saying? I can tell. He's passionate. He's definitely passionate about AEW.
Bro.
Hold on. Let him speak.
What happened?
No, we let you talk, but what I'm saying is that you're still not saying why AEW is not wrestling. You still haven't explained that yet.
No, I said in my opinion, AEW is not wrestling because of the shit that I see on TV. There's nothing about it that is like technical.
What is it you haven't seen on TV, though?
Usually, every time I tune into AEW, it's somebody stabbing somebody with something jumping on. Like, it's always some crazy shit. I've never seen that regular wrestling. The last time I seen regular wrestling was, I think it was MJF and what's dude name? Darby Allin. And dude hit him. What was that movie hit him with to end the match?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You still have not explained. I thought you was gonna do this some justice and explain why you felt it's not wrestling. You dancing around you dancing around it, man. You not saying, if I'm gonna say something it's not professional wrestling, I'm gonna give 3 examples why it's not professional wrestling. I'ma say that you haven't given me one. You saying stabbing and stuff like that and this and that, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop watching clips, dog.
No. I'm not going based off clips. I'm going based off what I've seen. Like, I did try to tune in, like, and I just like I don't even know what half the time what shit's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just say.
And it's fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even like trying to criticize this shit, bro. Like, I'm not. In my opinion, I just don't.
No, but that's the problem, bro. Because when you say something as staunch as it's not wrestling, that's really getting on something. Like, even if you want to add, that's my opinion, that's still a very big, like that. That's like saying, oh, you're not human. Why? Oh, because I don't like how you eat. Like that's the type of bullshit you just say.
That's a crazy comparison.
But real quick, just to be
It's just my opinion. Do not hide a bullshit take like that, though. Like, it's not wrestling. Like, I could have took you saying I don't like it. I could have took you saying, hey, look, it's a little bit too violent. But you really sat up here on Al Gore's internet, on Beyonce's internet, on Tony Khan's internet, on whoever internet you wanted to be, and said that it's not wrestling at all. That's crazy.
All right,
that's crazy.
And
then you expect nobody to offended by that. That's crazy.
But here's the thing: I wasn't even offended, nor was I hostile whatsoever. I don't think I think I'm actually pretty calm, and my responses were extremely tame, actually. So here's the thing: the first thing you said was AEW isn't wrestling, and I said, well, then go watch the program that has all the ads and commercials. Then, since that must be what you prefer. Of course, people are gonna.
But I ain't never said that. You made an assumption,
right? But of course, again, what I was about to say, of course, people are going to assume that when you have a Roman Reigns profile photo.
That's cool.
And you could,
that's cool.
Okay, but listen.
Wait, so I can't I can't like a character? Wait, what?
Of course you can. Of course you can. But listen to what I'm saying. But hold on. But listen to what I'm saying. Because I really wasn't hostile whatsoever. But so then you said
I'm not tripping.
It's okay, cool. So then you said it's a no-sell fest, and I said that's cap. And here's the thing: a lot of people who don't watch AEW week to week and haven't seen it since 2021 will always say that, oh, it's just no selling, oh, it's just gymnastics, oh, it's just death matches, et cetera, et cetera. That to me automatically tells me that you have not seen the show in probably like 4 years. And that you're just repeating stuff that you've heard other people say, or you've just seen isolated clips of a syringe or this or that, when that's not what happens. But if you've seen the regular show, you would know that things like extreme as like the syringe and more extreme spots are not that frequent in AEW. They actually save that stuff more or less just for PLEs.
Reviews. Right. And that's cool. Like certain shit like that what AEW does, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the PLEs be moved to a certain day. That's cool. Like I like things like that. But like I said, for the other people who was not reading the chat, you know what I'm saying, and drag that shit out, because I ain't gonna lie, y'all did drag that shit. No cap. Like
I don't think having a back and forth combo is.
And I ain't coming at nobody. But dude up here, he just started going insane. I wasn't even talking to bro. Like, and Buddy was like,
who are you talking about?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, because you didn't. Well, first of all, let's make this very clear. You were in the comment section and you were talking about.
That's cool. That's cool. But I'm just saying the way you came off. You know what I'm saying? Like I
came off because I wasn't
saying nothing crazy. Like I know.
I don't got time for you to be in your feelings. I don't got time for that bullshit.
See?
We just wanted to know why you think that AEW was not a wrestling company. I don't give a fuck about your feelings right now. I don't
see what I'm talking about.
I really wish you would get to the fucking point and stop wasting our time. That's what I want you to do for me.
And that's my point. You dragged it out.
You don't have a point.
You dragged it out.
You came up here talking about you was watching clips and
I said I try to tune in the shows.
You do not like AEW. Just say that and just move on with your life. But yet
I went in the comment
sermon and shit doesn't make any goddamn sense.
All right. Like I said, I just said that before. For example, you're dragging it out. That's what you're doing. It's not like.
No,
what
the conversation was over before you even
started.
No,
what is what wrestling is? Like you didn't even start with.
Is this not a what? Because this is my first time seeing y'all. So this is like a podcast, like, you know, for topics in wrestling, right? Or y'all just talk about anything.
Why does that matter?
I'm not talking to you. I'm asking the host. No, I'm asking the host. Like, seriously, I'm curious.
Hey, I'm sorry. I know.
I mean, you can see it clear as day.
Because right now,
I'm just saying. If this is about wrestling, I'm allowed to speak on wrestling.
You are throwing that shit all the way across the goddamn football field. Because, like, what the hell do you mean?
All right, so
look, it all started with you saying something offensive, and you not knowing that it was offensive. Because again, how the hell do you?
Hold on a second. Sign back into the joint, bro. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Offensive,
it's not just you, but there's a lot of people that really think
he said offensive, by the way.
What do you mean? Again, okay, fine. You're not a human.
If somebody said
you're not a human because you have that type of opinion. That's it. You're not a human.
Listen, I was personally
it's
not
just my opinion
offended,
that you're
but
not
I
a
think
human because you have that type of opinion. It's just my opinion that you're
No,
not a
that's
human.
cool.
I was
That's cool.
personally not
But you don't gotta
offended,
drag
but
it out like you doing too much.
And
I
I'm
get
not
you.
saying that nobody
I
was
see you're a
offended, but I'm like,
podcaster.
just the thought of, well, I don't know why, nobody would joke.
Can you hear me over here?
Dude, you
Nah,
had a
see
crazy
what I'm
ass
talking
take,
about?
bro.
I can hear
Like
you.
that's crazy. That's
listen,
crazy.
all I want to say is I think if you come into a wrestling space that has 20 plus people and you say a whole company's not wrestling, of course you're going to get a response. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
and I'm not
So if
tripping
somebody
about that.
listen, all I'm saying is if somebody responds, it don't necessarily mean that they're doing anything extra or coming at you or trying to attack you or being hot or being hostile. That's all I'm saying is they're just going to, obviously that's going to trigger people to have a back and forth conversation with you to understand why you feel that way about a whole company.
Right.
And
And I
all I'm
was trying
saying
to
is, hold on, let me just finish out, and
go
I'll
ahead,
let
you got
you
it.
speak. And all I'm saying is, a lot of times, because I have these conversations a lot, I'm not a WWE hater by any means. I do think they're excessive with the ads and the way that they focus on money for sure.
I agree.
It turns me off. But I will say that a lot of times I'll have conversations with people who say that they hate AEW, and they'll give similar reasons like you gave. Oh, it's all this deathmatch stuff. Oh, they go too far with the violence. Oh, they no sell, et cetera, et cetera. But then when I asked them, okay, so when was the last time you actually watched it? Sat down and watched it for an hour. They'll be like, yeah, I ain't seen that shit since 2020, 21 or 2020. And I'm like,
So
okay, so
that.
give it another chance. And in a lot of cases, they'll realize that they're not correct. So that's all I'm saying is a lot of times people give those reasons, and those reasons are just factually not true. The no selling
That's
thing
cool.
is just factually not true.
It's not.
Look, I'm just I ain't gonna lie. Like, what's a recent match that I can like? Will Ospreay? What was it? Will Ospreay Swerve? It was like a tag match. I guess it was versus the Young Bucks too. I ain't
It
gonna
was
lie,
all
That was
bro.
in.
all in.
All in, them boys, bro. Come on, bro. It gets to a point, dog. Sell the move, my guy. Go
Okay,
that
so
like
if you're talking about
super kick,
Osprey and the Bucks, then you're
no
then
sell, suplex, fucking like,
But then,
bro.
okay, but listen, this is my point. You're picking Osprey and the Bucks. That's strong style. Strong style is very much known for a lot of no selling going on. But if you pick the wrestlers, like if you watch Moxley versus Hangman in a death match, you're gonna see some death match stuff. But to
I've
say
seen
that
some
that's
shit
the
from regular.
to say that that's the average
Bro,
show on an average Collision or Dynamite, you're not gonna see no death match. That's just you're
They
just
they
not gonna
gave
see that.
us
Kenny
Kenny
Omega and
Omega and
Swerve
Swerve
Strickland on
Strickland on
free
free
TV.
TV.
bro, and then I think the one word that really gets lost in the AEW is all, meaning all wrestling, all types of wrestling. So meaning you're gonna have to sit down and look at all that, like all of it, through all the way through, because it's all elite wrestling. So it's all elite strong style, all elite Japan, all elite, like all styles of wrestling.
I'm gonna say
But it's
if you
just
don't like
wrestling.
the no selling, then Osprey and Bucks are not the ones to watch. I say possibly watch Moxley. Maybe you'll like his style better because Moxley
Yeah,
definitely sells. There's
yeah.
wrestlers on there.
Christian
There's
Christian
no
Bars know this
denying.
about me. I am not a Will Ospreay fan. I'm not. They know that. But I watch anyway because I like wrestling. Because AEW is
Smooth.
wrestling.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
The
But
guy
like I said, in
couldn't
my
still
opinion,
explain what wrestling is. He been on here for several minutes and still can't explain what wrestling is. All he knows that AEW is
I'll
not
also
wrestling.
say
Like,
on
define wrestling, man.
Osprey in the past year and a half really has toned down the no selling as well. He has gotten a lot better than that, and I think people have to give him credit for that.
So I don't even know what young boy was talking about. I ain't gonna hold you.
Can we get some W's for Don Juan for calling out the fact that he still ain't said anything about why
Ain't
it's not
said
wrestling?
nothing, bro. I ain't heard nothing.
See,
Let's say you don't watch the show.
And Classic
Hold
said
on,
too
hold
as
on.
well.
Before
Don't be
anybody else
coming
say
with
that,
with the same
but that's
talking
my
point.
let's
thing
say you
though.
don't watch the show.
I
Let's say you
said
don't watch the
multiple
show.
times on the reason why, you know what I'm saying? I try to get
you
into the shit and I
didn't
can't
give a
and I
bro,
can't.
like
bro. You didn't give
something
a
that
reason.
atrocious.
You
Something that
didn't give a
atrocious don't
reason,
even need a
bro.
reason because that's atrocious. How is a wrestling show not a Never mind. Okay, you know what?
You didn't give a
Okay,
reason.
right? Okay, I'm done.
I really want to understand this. Like when and where, like I feel like I'm living in an alternate reality, right? Like majority of us is like 40, 39, 35, or what have you, right? We have went through violent matches. We've seen somebody get thrown off of a platform, almost passed away, right? We have seen blood. We have seen a big dude being thrown off of the Hell in the Cell and still iconic to this day. But then yet we have somebody that's on my far left-hand corner that's sitting up here and saying that, oh my God, the syringe is bothering me, and it's just like, I don't understand, like, why are this generation so goddamn soft? But then, y'all taking upon y'all, excuse me, I am not done. Y'all taking upon yourself to be so goddamn disrespectful day in and day out for the past 8 years, talking about this is not a company. This no offense, but all of your fucking talking points or what have you, it's like you're talking from a goddamn script. And it seems like everybody is saying the same goddamn thing. I just can't get into it. You like professional wrestling, right? How the fuck can you not get into professional wrestling yet you watch WWE, right?
All right, let me tell you.
What is the difference between WWE and AEW? They both do the same thing. One says cinema. The other one says that this is where we wrestle.
I haven't watched WWE. Like I said, I haven't watched WWE since they did that fucking WrestleMania. I haven't tuned into a show. I ain't gonna lie, because that shit did piss me off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for the record, the syringe spot, I understand somebody saying the syringe spot a little too far for me, but again, you gotta be realistic.
No, you're right.
That's 2 matches in 6 years. That's my only thing is when people get on here and they try to hyperinflate it and be like, yeah, man, every time I turn on Dynamite, Jon Moxley's bleeding all over the place. Bro, I actually counted how many times Moxley bled in 2025. It was about 6 times.
Not even Moxley.
The whole year.
Yo, let me. All right,
I'm just saying that's one thing that people throw out there. They try to say Moxley bleeds every single match. He actually bled probably the least ever in his whole career in 2025.
Let me say this, bro. You know who Mick Foley is? You know who Mankind is? You know who Cactus Jack is? Yes. Cactus Jack used to do a lot of stuff that Jon Moxley does right now. He used to do that. Did you see when he got thrown off the cage? You see? Did you see that?
I wasn't even talking about Jon Moxley though.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Chill. Did you see when he almost swallowed his tooth? Did you see when he almost lost half his ear? So what was that? Wasn't that real violent and stuff?
That shit wasn't happening every week.
What you mean, bro?
It doesn't happen every week in AEW.
Right, but it doesn't happen every week in AEW either. I don't know where people get in this narrative. That's how I know people don't.
Sorry to change the subject, but
this is how I know people don't watch. On an average Collision, they ain't having no death matches. They barely even on Dynamite.
And it's not.
It's regular ass matches on Collision and Dynamite, dude. I don't know where people getting that from.
But that's if you watch Collision. Do you watch Collision?
I already said multiple. Nigga, I already said multiple times. I'm not the greatest AEW watcher, and I've said that shit. But y'all niggas keep trying to drag it. It's fine, bro. Like,
but
I said, look. I'll even reword it for bro. Because I ain't gonna lie. We don't need you to reword it at all. The statement that I said is obviously offending this dude. But
you open up, bro.
We can say wrestling, but AEW is not the typical regular wrestling.
The statement that you said
it's a spot fest, in my opinion.
The phrase that you said is obviously don't make no damn sense, and the phrase that you said is getting you pissed off because you're getting pressed.
No, I'm not pissed.
Because it don't make no damn sense. That's the only part about it. Like it's not about it being offensive. It don't make no sense, and you're really trying to stand on it. Awesome, it's my opinion. It still don't make sense.
But okay, it don't have to. It don't have to make sense because you watch AEW.
Wait. How the fuck you gonna sit up here and talk about it doesn't really matter if it doesn't make sense, but yet the shit came out of your fucking mouth.
No, it came through the text.
It came out your mouth.
Nah, I typed that.
It came from you. It came from you.
Hold on. Wait a second. All right. Jeez. We got to get back to doing one at a time.
Okay.
Because everybody's trying to talk all at once.
Yeah, please.
Everybody's trying to get at Nick. So we got a new person on the panel. So Luis has said that he has openly admitted AEW is just not his cup of tea. Cool. I want to say this first. If Nick would have just said that, he wouldn't even be in this situation.
Can I elaborate? Can I elaborate on that?
But it's the way, like, it don't even have to be worded that way. Like, you see how fast niggas, like, you know what I'm saying, react. Like,
hey, can I say something real
based
quick?
off the comments?
Can I say something real quick?
I even.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Time out. Can I say this? I want to say this real quick. And Chris and Bars can attest to this. Can you please not say the N-word?
Oh yeah,
I'm not a fan of that.
I got you.
Can I elaborate on why I don't like AEW? I mean, it's just my opinion. Can I elaborate?
Oh, you good? Go ahead. Like you.
So, first of all, my name is Lisa. How y'all doing? I am a professional. I am a professional wrestler in training. Most of me, well, I think two people on here know me. I was on their live a few weeks ago, but I mean, I didn't really grow up, watching AEW because it wasn't back in my era. I mostly grew up watching WWE, and I mean, AEW for me is just not my cup of tea. I mean, yeah, it's hardcore and all that, but I mean, I mostly focus on like the storylines and how they work, like their the background and all that. TV stuff, I'm not really into like all that hardcore stuff. So that's just my opinion. I just I don't know, like yeah, it's just not my cup of tea.
Cool.
So my only contention though, when people say it's about the storylines, is WWE legitimately, like multiple times in 2025, to the point where I just couldn't keep watching it. They like almost, it felt like almost on purpose, they were just dropping storylines left and right. They did that whole thing with the New Day and having a heel turn, and then what did they do with that storyline? Nothing. They did that whole thing with R-Truth cutting his dreads and giving the whole speech, and what did they do with that storyline? Nothing. So my only contention when people say, well, I care about the storylines, is I don't see how you can watch both shows and then say that WWE is the one telling better stories when they don't even get to the middle and the end of the story. They give you the beginning, especially since 2025. They give you the beginning and they give you these big, huge moments, but they don't follow through. AEW is telling a full story with most of their storylines, beginning, middle, to end. I guess I just don't get that part.
I mean, well, you see, I mean, I really don't watch AEW like that. I might have to give it a chance to see what it is, because I've only watched like one match, maybe two matches, and like I said, it's not really my cup of tea. I didn't, I'm not gonna say anything disrespectful about the business because it's wrestling. It's it's part of a brotherhood, so I can't really like talk bad about the wrestling business because I'm going to be in the wrestling business. I'm literally training for it, so I can't really talk bad about one company or another company. It's just in the I guess in the wrestling world, you can't talk bad about other companies because that makes you look like, oh, you can't work here because you don't like this person or you don't like this company. Like
this company.
Yeah, like whatever company, I'm just there to work. I'm just there to have fun. I'm just there to like, make some money. Like I don't care where I go, like AEW, well, it's fine, stuff like that, And I mean, over the past years, WWE hasn't felt the same like back in the Attitude Era. That was my favorite era. But now I'm just like, it's all right. It's not, it's not really.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So I don't know why we are segregating the one thing that we're supposed to love, right? When I look at the shit that I've been listening to, and I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, it's like going back to the 1960s. Like we bleed the same, we like the same thing, but then yet we're sitting up here and discriminating the same thing that these motherfuckers disrespect on the daily basis. They say that wrestling's not real. Wrestling is fake. Wrestling, people don't get injured, and yet we have had people that got unalived because they love this business. So when I hear people say, I can't get into this, I can, in the history of niggadom, I've never, excuse my language, but I have never heard so much fuckery, buffoonery in a day of my life since I have been a wrestler. And I've been for almost 30 fucking years. I've never seen anybody come up with a fucking script and sit up here and say the same bullshit. I can't get into it. I don't know how to get into it. I mean, this shit is delayed as fuck, and it is too late for this bullshit. I'm so serious. And like y'all can sit up here and you can say, "Oh well, you're all up in your feelings and all this other BS." Listen, to be fair, I don't need another grown man or a grown woman try to gaslight me and try to make it seem like I got the problem and it's clearly you. Okay? So I love my professional wrestling. It's just some people don't, but that's my overall my issue. I don't understand why we are discriminated the same thing that we claim that we love.
You talking about wrestling?
Can I add to that? Hold on. Can I add to what he just said?
What the fuck?
Sorry. Can I add to what he just said? For people, when people say, "Oh, wrestling is fake. Wrestling is like not real," I say to those people, "Well, if you think it's so fake and you think it's not real, please get into the ring, take the bumps, run the ropes, take a body slam, and then tell me if it's real or not." Because I have people.
I think most of us will agree with you on that.
Yeah,
because I have people at my school saying, "Oh, this shit's not real. It's just fake. It's predetermined." Like, yeah, okay, I understand that part. That's predetermined.
Yeah, people at your school.
But
that's crazy. That's wild.
I think we really need to talk about this on the cookout today, later on. I think this is more of a deeper conversation. I didn't expect that I was going to stay up this long and talk about this shit, but it's just, after listening to this shit, I think all of us need to come back and we really need to revisit this because
Lewis, can I just say to Lewis? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to make one quick statement to Lewis, real quick. Sorry to the host. Just one quick statement. Again, I think the whole thing of WWE just has the better stories, and that's why I watch. Again, I still think that's something that people who watched AEW 2-3 years ago picked up and just kept repeating and saying. I think a lot of stuff is just the IWC repeating stuff, and they haven't watched the show in 3 years, so they don't really know. Because let's be real, WWE has not finished multiple stories, and for the company that's supposed to be known for the storylines, they have not done a good job at it. And it's WWE diehard fans that are saying that they're disappointed with it too. So we gotta be real about it.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. I'm not gonna, be like, "Oh no, you're wrong. You're this." Like, I understand. Like, I agree with you. They haven't been doing great ever since a long time. So,
Luis,
yeah,
I am going to challenge you.
Okay.
You said you've only watched one, maybe two matches of eight.
Yeah, maybe
AEW.
one or two.
I'm gonna challenge you on this coming Wednesday. Just turn on Dynamite.
It depends what time the show starts because I do have training around 6 p.m. from 6 to 8, so I probably won't be able to. But
HBO Max.
But like I said, I don't know what time it starts, so maybe I can watch the highlights later.
You can
what time zone are you in,
bro?
I'm in Texas, so I guess Central time.
I'm in Oklahoma. It starts 7 o'clock our time.
Oh, okay, so yeah, I'll be getting out of training at like 8, 9. So probably after I can probably watch it. But I did meet one of like ex Jurassic Express, like Marco Stunt. I met him today at our school because he came to wrestle and do a seminar, and he's pretty cool. He told us a lot about how TV work and how the business is and how it's hard to travel around a lot, and he just told us a lot. So I don't know if y'all know him or not, but he used to be in AEW. So.
I know Marcus Stunt.
Yeah, so yeah, he was just telling us a lot, teaching us a lot, and I understand what Morose was saying. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah,
Minx, but Morose is fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, but like what she said, WWE hasn't finished the storyline. I get it. Yeah, they're pretty bad at it now. But back then it was pretty good, but now it's just like it's always delayed. It's always like they leave it halfway and then they just move on to something else.
I mean, the way that they dragged Theory and Waller, to me, that was such a disappointment because you teased them two breaking up over and over and over and over, and then you teased it so long that when it was finally time to do it, you couldn't do it because Austin Theory was injured, and it was like, well, now we can't even finish the story because we waited way too long.
Minx, Chat GPT couldn't keep up.
Yeah. As Linda McMahon would say, A1 learning. There you go. Yeah.
A1 learning.
She called AI A1. It was hilarious.
But to elaborate on what wrestling H4 wrestling was saying about people saying it's fake. I challenge them to get in the ring, work out for at least 2, 3, 4 hours, get the bumps, get all the bruises, run the ropes, do all the drills, and see if they can handle it. And if they can't handle it, then I don't want them talking about, oh, this is easy. I can do this nonstop. Like, this is the easiest thing ever, because it's not. Trust me, it's not. It's not easy.
And also, I think I would say in the same light, like when it came to the conversation of like, the reasons of, not liking, AEW, or even in that sense, like when we talk, like having a conversation, it would be more refreshing to have a conversation with somebody that actually went through, like tried to go through a whole season at least of AEW before saying it's not just for me. And again, it's not just on you. Like you even just had Nick and other people be like, well, I just watched a couple of times, and then it's not even like it was consecutive. It's just, oh well, I watched this one time, and then I waited a couple of weeks or months, then I watched again to try it again, and then no, I didn't like it. So then that's not really trying something. Like, especially when it comes to wrestling, like you didn't even give yourself time to even see a full storyline, to even know if they have a storyline. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, to have the conversation with somebody, and then for the first thing for them to say is, "Oh well, it's not just for me." Why? Well, they don't do this. Okay, cool. How do you know? Well, I don't really know because I only seen 2 episodes. That's frustrating.
Yeah, I
You
understand.
see how that can be frustrating just as somebody that never wrestled saying that it's fake? You feel me? It's like you never watched it. You never really tried.
What?
Yeah, Nick, we talk about you.
So,
you still on my dick? All right, let's see.
Oh,
nah, that's me who said that shit.
So
that's very disrespectful. That was not needed.
That's the shit that I'm talking about. Like,
wait, what was that, bitch? Say that again. Say that again, bitch. One more time.
That is why I can't have a conversation.
Say that one more time, bitch, Nick. Say that one more time, bitch. Stupid bitch. Dumb bitch. Say that one more time.
It was directed.
Did Joe Slick saying it, or is that Nasty?
No, it was me, Nasty Leroy. That was me.
I thought that was Joe Slick. My fault.
No, that was me.
But Nick, bitch. But you thought wrong, and then you just missed.
I like it. You ain't doing it.
So listen.
I don't want to hear what you got to say, Joe Slick.
So listen. Hold on. Time out. Listen. We just got a warning.
Dictionary either, because you're dumb as hell.
We just got a warning for the live. So we got to tone it down. Listen, bro. If you going Bro, Nick, if you gonna be up here, bro, you got to chill out. Don't be in your feelings, bro, because you started this, bro. Listen. I go on record by saying this. If you bold enough to get on the panel and say what you have to say, you have to be bold enough to take the consequences that come with it. Like we are podcasters. We say how we feel, but we stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So if you bold enough to say what you say, stand on what you say. But be respectful. We all adults here. Ain't nobody children. So
I ain't
tone it
tripping.
down, bro. Tone
Okay,
it down,
I ain't
bro.
tripping, but nobody was
can,
saying nothing when dudes, you know what I'm saying? Dudes
can
was
I
getting
ask?
crazy on me. I'm just
Hold
saying.
on, can I ask Nick
I
a
want you
question?
to see my face when I say this. This
Hold
is
on, hold
me.
on, hold
Other
on, hold on,
I
hold
who
on.
dudes,
said that
Sorry,
you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
sorry to
I
interrupt.
want you to know.
Time out. Okay, one at a time.
Okay, Nick, I have a
Right. Let
question for
me
you.
just say this.
Hold
Let me
on.
just say this.
Right.
All right, well, good night. I'm on.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Peace,
Peace, bro.
peace.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna take control of this. I'm gonna go straight in the line. So I'm gonna go Luis, Nasty, and then Joe.
Okay, hey Nick, I have a question for you.
Yo.
You,
I don't know if you said this, but did you say that wrestling is fake, or it's like
No. I
that
made
it
a
doesn't
statement
hurt
in the
and stuff?
chat. I made a statement in the chat said AEW is not wrestling. And after I said that, the people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I said. I didn't say wrestling.
So to answer to that statement, AEW is wrestling, but not the wrestling that you think it is. Any type, AEW, TNA, WWE, that's wrestling. It's still wrestling, but not the ones you like. They're still putting their bodies on the line. They're still
Facts.
they're still, they're still working. It's called a work. It's called, man, they have spots. They have, they gotta go and do put their bodies on the line. They gotta bleed, sweat, cry. It's all that, bro. And trust me when I say wrestling, people say it's fake. I get it. That's their opinion. But if you say that in front of a wrestler that's been doing it for 15 plus years or even 20 plus years, they're gonna say something. They're gonna be like, okay, well, if you think it's fake and you think the bumps don't hurt or the rolls don't hurt, they're gonna say, please get in the ring and let me, the pro veteran, let me body slam you and then tell me if it's fake or not.
No, it's not even that. Like, that's not like I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, they probably put me on. My bad. I didn't mean to say it again. Pardon. I'm sorry. My bad. Like somebody like Kenny Omega with slam. You know what I'm saying? He put me on my ass. No, I'm not saying anywhere, but my thing was when I said AEW is not wrestling, they do. You know what I'm saying? Like the opinion that is spot fest, bro. Like that's all it feels like to me when I try to watch it. It just feels like it's spot fest, bro. Like, and then I also mentioned the part where it feels like every match feels like a death match, which probably may not be true, but every time I see it or tune in, it's just what I see.
Well,
So
if people like the death matches and all the the street fights and all the all that stuff, that's because that's what people like. That's what people want to see. They're not gonna do it every single week of of the bookings. Like they gotta, the promoters have to have time to book, time to get everything straight, get everything ready. So they're not always gonna book death matches. They might, which I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, it's pretty chaotic and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to watch. But I kind of agree with you a little bit. It is a little bit excessive. But hey, it's just how the wrestling business works, bro. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
no
lie.
facts. Well, I said Luis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no facts. That's literally what what I'm saying. But I didn't like the part where dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I said that in the chat, but then I also continue to say more. But it feels like people disregarded everything else that I said and just started like dude who left earlier. What's his name? The other guy who was on here. I was just screaming. I wasn't even talking to dude, and Buddy was just he didn't even know the context of what I said, and he just you know what I'm saying. So, and that's fine. He's
All I'm gonna
passionate.
say, like, all right. So, how old are you, by the way? How old are you, by the way?
2-2.
Huh?
2-2.
You're 22 years old. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. For me personally, you haven't been watching wrestling long enough to really judge what is wrestling and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion. I've been watching wrestling basically my whole entire life.
Same here.
I have family that are in the wrestling business. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you haven't been watching wrestling enough to really say what is wrestling, what is not. You know what I'm saying? I would just tell you this. Do your research, watch other promotions, and get more fine-tuned into what wrestling is. And then come back and have these same opinions, and then maybe, just maybe, you might be putting together some facts. But until then, it's always going to be this way, bro, because people are passionate about what they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand, bro, like, when you say things like that, it triggers people. People are passionate about wrestling. All these people, some of these people on the panel are actually professional wrestlers, bro. When you said that,
That's why it's different for them.
You gaslighted a whole type thing that you didn't even have to do that, bro. Like, you know what I mean? If you was just like Luis and just said, look, this is not my cup of tea, here's my reasons why, and that's it. You didn't do that, bro. You would it was almost like you was kind of arrogant with it, but passive aggressive at the same time. Like, you was just like, that's how you orchestrated everything, and that's what got you where you at. You know what I mean?
But can I say something before I even came up though? Dudes I was already like that because dudes in the chat was already, you know what I'm saying? Like, and on the live before I even came up, I was like, all right, well, can I get a chance to even get up? Well, dudes on the live was already saying all this crazy shit. I ain't even pop up on the thing yet. So if anything about somebody being passive aggressive, I'll tell you, I'm not that. I'm not passive aggressive. But other dude who was on there, I don't even know what that is called, bro.
So I agree with the host. I'm gonna just say host. I agree with the host. Like, if you haven't watched wrestling, I mean, yeah, you're 22.
I watch wrestling, but
because I'm
not
24.
AEW like that.
I mean, I'm 24. I just turned 24, but I've been watching wrestling for quite some time. So, you know, I know a little bit about, you know, behind the scenes, behind the wrestlers, behind all the business, you know, everything that has to do with, you know, how the bookings is and how, you know, how stressful it is to be a professional wrestler. It takes toll on their bodies. It takes toll on their mental state. You know, they're like Owen Hart. You know how Owen Hart died? You know, people,
Yeah,
wrestlers.
I know about all that. It's not even about, like, I know most wrestling. Like, I don't get why just because of my age and I don't know what wrestling is.
No,
I get what he's saying. He's definitely seen more wrestling than me.
It really doesn't matter your age. It more so that, you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing, but you don't understand the business as, you know, as other people understand it. Like, I understand it completely. I know what goes on behind the scenes. I know what goes on in the ring. You know, I know how they work. I know what they do, and I know everything else. So,
okay, but it has to do with AEW and.
Yeah.
I don't. But you definitely know more than me. I believe you because you're a wrestler, bro. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no wrestler.
All right, so
and I respect that.
So I want Nasty Leroy to go, and I believe Joe was after that, and then whoever else want to go, we gonna close out because I definitely gotta go lay down. You know what I'm saying? I got a few hours of sleep, and I gotta be back up for work.
That was my last sentence. I'm gonna hop off either way. That was my last sentence.
Okay.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Luis.
Yes, sir.
Hit me up, bro. I would like to set up a time to get you on our show one-on-one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll follow you right now. I'll follow you right now, sir.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Well, it was nice meeting y'all. Thank you for letting me come up. You know, maybe in the near future, I can talk more about the wrestling business and how it actually is. So, y'all have a good night, and you know, wherever y'all at, Godspeed, and let the Lord be with all y'all tonight.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate
I'll hit you up, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, go ahead, Leroy.
All right, so I want to tell you this, Nick. I ain't even saying about your age, dog. I don't just be completely keep it a buck with you, dog. I think you need, maybe even 2 months, maybe a month. I'll just say a month. A month to watch AEW. There's a whole lot of independence. But this, you know what? This for AEW purposes, because you said this for AEW. I'll give you a month. A month of May, you need to watch Dynamite and Collision. And after that, if you don't fuck with it, cool. But for you to come off and say AEW is not professional wrestling, when this is the funny part, if you know about wrestling so much, you would know that all these things are all these things in professional wrestling, all this stuff, all these styles in professional wrestling come from many different companies, merged into one, instead of one promotion that does one specific style of sports entertainment. I'm using WWE as an example, and because you have a Roman Reigns picture, of course you're going to be a WWE fan. But as a person that's been in going on 11 years now, and I have friends in all wrestling companies. It's not a friend that I don't have in a wrestling company. I don't like using that, but I do. Braun Breaker's my friend. Roxanne Perez is my friend. I got friends in AEW, the Infantry, the Frat House, all of them. That's what they name a few. And a motherfucker could come at me and say, "Oh, it's not even wrestling." Hell, you know how disrespectful that shit is, dog? You know how that is? And it's not even people lounging at you. You came in a space saying disrespectful shit. And I would have just told you, because I'm a nice guy. Man, if you just give this shit a month, you take your derby glasses off, you just watch the matches, I bet you like that shit. Matter of fact, if you watch this independent wrestling, you'll like that shit. And half of that shit that you're seeing are from the indies. Half of that shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, that spot you was talking about, that's a CZW spot. The bag spot everybody freaks out about, that's a Terry Funk spot. Fucking
Wait, what? What spot?
The fucking plastic bag spot, that's an old Terry Funk shit. The half of the shit that
I'm lost. I'm tripping.
The plastic
He's just talking
bag
about
spot.
Different part.
Oh, okay.
That's all he's doing.
The plastic bag spot, the steel cage, the fucking, what was it? Will Ospreay strong style, which really is a hybrid, to be honest. He's a luchador, he's a high flyer, he's a technical wrestler. But people, because you've seen the clip a lots of times, want to say, oh, he don't sell nothing. He does in the style of Japanese strong style, fighting spirit. I do the same style, but you know what? I'm not on TV. I don't do no sell. It's you sell accordingly to the stuff. But all that being said, all different styles make professional wrestling, and if you're not a fan of it, cool. That's great. You know what style I'm not a fan of? The sports entertainment style. I really can't stand it, but I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm not gonna say it's not wrestling. It's just a form of wrestling. My style is AEW because I like that shit. I grew up with ECW. I grew up with TNA, and I wanted to go to Ring of Honor. I never wanted to touch fucking sports entertainment, but that's me. But I'll be like, man, fuck WWE. That's not even wrestling. No, because you sound disrespectful. You sound mad disrespectful.
All right, so can I ask you something? So if I watch like you said, AEW for a straight month or however long, and I still come out with the same thing that AEW is not wrestling, would you be mad at me for saying that?
I would say don't say it's not wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I say AEW, will be another way I can say it then. AEW is not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's just not your cup of. It's not your bag.
AEW is not for me.
It's not for you. It's not for me. I've never been a WWE guy, but I ain't gonna never say like that's just not for me. I watched that shit for years, but like doesn't mean because I watch it doesn't I liked it.
And I want to And I want to point out one thing before Joe go. I want to point out one thing too, like, you know what I mean. And this is just a learning lesson for you, bro. Like a lot of those guys that you watching in WWE, they came from the Indies. They came from somewhere and they came to WWE and they had to learn the WWE style. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Roman Reigns, he came from somewhere before he got to WWE. Of course, WWE repackaged him into something else, but he came from somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All those wrestlers that you watch, they all came from somewhere. There's very few.
Came from CZW.
Yeah,
he's a CZW guy.
Yeah. There's very few. I mean, of course, like, you know, WWE have their certain core of athletes that they manufactured and built into wrestlers, but majority of the wrestlers on their roster came from a different company on the indies and came to WWE and were rebranded to learn the WWE style of wrestling. So, like, you know what I mean? All those people that you watch and you like, they came from somewhere else too. You know what I mean?
Can I say this? Can I say this though? I'm gonna say this. As a person who I didn't watch wrestling, I didn't watch WWE wrestling for like 10 years. That's a fact. I didn't like touch that shit for 10 years because I was so enamored with like the independent wrestling. There's a whole nother world that you probably won't watch, but it's out there. It's called the independent wrestling world. There's people that you've probably never heard of, but they're like the best wrestlers in the world.
IWC? Oh, wait, never mind.
There's wrestlers. I'll say a name and you won't even know it. There's a wrestler. There's a guy by the name of Derek Neal. Dude's probably one of the best pro wrestlers I've seen. This fucking who else? I'm trying to think.
I'm not just saying the indies, like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen indie shit, but
what I'm referring to you is this. There's a guy by the name of Alan Angels who I train with. He's been on TV, TNA, AEW. He's one of the best. He's one of those top guys. Shit, one of my coaches, QT Marshall, is one of those top guys that you probably never heard of. What I'm saying is, your view is skewed of what you've been watching and what you're used to, and that's what it comes off as. And like, to have a sound conversation with you, I'm gonna be honest, I can't have no conversation with people who talk like that and act like that, because you only look at a certain lens of professional wrestling in a certain way, and that's not a bad way, but you need to be open-minded because there's lots of ways and lots of people out there. Like,
I've tried, honestly, for AEW. I've tried for a couple weeks.
I get it, you don't like AEW, but hey, man, listen, there's the indies out there, and I can tell you right now, I can show you a whole list of promotions. I can link you to it, and Dub know I'm read that because I linked him to Ashe. Ashe Wrestling's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know where you live, but that's in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's one of my favorite promotions. The best heel in professional wrestling, and I'll say it right now, better than fucking Roman Reigns as a heel, is Darius Carter.
Darius motherfucking Carter.
He's a driven,
the All-Father.
He said he better than Roman Reigns. I gotta look him up.
Better. I'll put money on it. I'll put money on it.
I'll put money on it.
I'll put whatever on it. I own everything, and I'm
He's a better
telling you
heel?
right now. I watch a lot of wrestling than you, and I'm telling you, Moxley is probably like up there with him. But there's Joe Alonzo, there's Moxley, there's AJ Francis, there's Richard Holiday, and there's Darius Carter. True heels, and the only one that probably could touch like a true heel that doesn't like to get cheered is Ethan Page.
That's my boy right there.
Yeah, Ethan.
We know who that is.
It's good. I get it. You want the aura farm and you want all that shit, but like, if you want to talk about the craft of the craft, we talking about true heels. I've seen grown men want to fight this man at Ashe shows and other shows. Well, I don't think Ashe shows. I think it's other shows. But yeah, true heels. Listen, if you need, because you got off the wrong part, I'll even give you some matches. If you don't think I'm bullshitting, I'll give you some matches. I'm not talking about MJF because MJF is MJF. He's Roddy Ray Piper to me. He's not a real heel, but you know.
He's a rat bastard.
He's a rat bastard, yeah. Hey, and listen, let me tell you right. I'm gonna let you know who I am. My name is Nash Leroy, aka That Man. I've been wrestling for a lot of years. You've never heard me until now. But I'll tell MJF to his fucking face that he's a rat. Pure rat.
Yeah, MJF is
He can't talk better than he can't put me, he can't, you know what it is? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is the truth. A lot of people in wrestling, let alone the independents, can't talk better than me. But people think because they're on a TV platform, they can talk better than me. No, I just don't have the opportunity. But once I get the opportunity, I can cook you right where you stand.
You done got this man started. Yo.
So I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you don't know, now you know. You go look up my history. I'm like that, okay?
Heard
I
that.
talk with the
I'm
best
gonna
of
look
them.
you
I
up.
fight with the best of them, okay? And look, you can tell all your WWE buddies, all your fair walkers,
Said,
all
what
of
was
them.
it again?
All of them. You could talk them, all of them, about me. Nasty Lee, aka That Man. I'm like that, okay? I'm one of them
YouTube?
ones, okay? Yeah.
I can find you on
I'm one of
YouTube.
them ones. Now you gotta be fired the fuck up. Now I'm in promo mode and it's fucked. But yeah, I'm
Right.
one of them ones. But the whole thing of situation is the best heel is Darius Carter, but he's not on TV. But that's because you've been skewing your view of professional wrestling. And I wish you wasn't. So when you do, go take a month to watch some Dynamite. I'll even give you independent promotions. I'll even follow you and give you independent promotions. And once you come back after a month or two, then we can have this discussion about if it's wrestling or wrestling not. That's all I gotta say. I'm done.
That's fair.
All right. I guess Joe's gonna go and we're gonna wrap this up because boy,
And
this
that's all,
time.
that's a regular, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, this ain't gonna be
I'm
long.
fine with that response. Like,
bro, the response been the same the whole time. We been told you that it was you saying that it's not wrestling. That was very disrespectful. And like I will say this, and I'm saying this very calmly. The frustrating thing is when somebody tell you that something disrespectful, and then you go, "Oh, well, people are mad." No, it's disrespectful. And no matter how much you like you don't like being, I guess, approached about it, that's the matter of the fact. It was disrespectful. That's why you got approached about it. That's why everything happened. But and that's it. Period. And you can get up. And I heard you say you're from Cali, and that's crazy because I am too. So I know the type of and your age. So I know. I heard it
you know
already.
what?
I heard because I heard it.
Well, you know what?
I'm gonna say it. The Cali ignorance. Because it's like, yo, like you really got offended by people just like really replying to what you said. Nobody was mad, but then you had that a lot of Cali people do that. We do that. Oh, well, you mad because you said something to me. No, nobody mad, but I'm sorry. You can call something out. You can call something out. And that's the part that gets frustrated because then when you start saying stupid BS like that, then it makes the conversation go somewhere else. Because it's like now you really don't want to listen. It makes it sound like you just said something to just say something and cause a stir up. And I'm sorry, that's some other Cali BS that a lot of people do down here that I get tired of. And I'm sorry that's annoying. But that's the main point. I don't have to say much more. Just
And what part of
wrestling is
Cali you from?
wrestling. That's like me. That's like me. I don't watch that much NBA. But that's like me saying, "Oh well, I don't like the Lakers. They don't play basketball." Oh, well, I don't watch the NFL. That's not football. Oh, well, I don't watch this. That's not a sport. Like that anyway, that's disrespectful. Because if you say that to the actual person that does the sport or does whatever, they probably will get on your ass too. So play period. It's disrespectful. And just take it and leave it alone after that. Like this whole thing didn't have to be done. If it's just been like, yeah, you're right, my bad. Yeah, okay, I just don't like it. It's wrestling. It's cool. That's it. And I'm done. Land plane. Vroom. Done.
Okay. All right. Don, you got anything to say before we wrap up?
I mean, he pretty much heard the brunt of it for the last 30 odd minutes. So, I mean,
Right.
I mean, you just, yeah. I mean, I think it's just like how classic and how Leroy said it. Like, you know what I'm saying? One parted. it's the disrespect because, you know, we too tied into these promotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then also as well, you also got to do your homework too. You know, you just can't do your homework for a couple of days and then say, well, it's just not working. Like, it's plenty of talent in AEW that are very smart, very creative, very talented. And, you know, it ain't no difference from other promotions. They all risk their lives every day being on that mat. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, if you decide that it ain't your cup of tea, I mean, shoot, it is what it is because there's plenty of people out there. So, I mean, one person ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? We are on here on this panel because it's a wrestling podcast. It's not no pro this promotion or pro that promotion. We just keep it a funk about the product that's out there. So, I mean, if you ain't feeling it, I mean, it is what it is, but those discussions ain't gonna change tomorrow or the next day. So, you know, that's all I gotta say. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, just you know, just give some other promotions a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like watch AEW for a month. You know, give it a shot, and then if you on here, come back on the show. You know, and speak your piece. You know what I mean? And just give it some thoughts. You know, give us your thoughts, and
I'm gonna
go from
try.
there.
I'm really gonna try.
Like me personally, I'm an open-minded person. You know what I mean? Like I watch all wrestling, so it's nothing that nobody could say that I haven't watched as far as professional wrestling because I've watched it all. You know, and do I like all wrestling? For the most part, I ain't even going front. I do. You know what I'm saying? There might be certain things that happen in wrestling that's not my cup of tea. But for the most part, I just like wrestling in general. I like it, period. You know what I mean? From New Japan to AEW to TNA, WWE, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way, GCW, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Like, I can name a bunch of promotions. You know what I'm saying? I've watched it all, and all of it is still wrestling, regardless of what I don't like or like. It's still professional wrestling. That's just what it is, man. So you know what I mean? Just give it a shot, man. To give it a shot. Just be a little open minded, give it a shot, and then just go from there, man. I do feel if you give it a shot and just try to watch, you might just change your mind or about it. That's how I feel.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a shot, so I'll let y'all boys know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If my opinion changed.
Yeah.
If not, hey, man,
I'll also say you the
I'll be
Darius
back up
Carter
here letting y'all
videos
know.
to
You
show
know what
you
I'm
the
saying?
best heel. I'll give you the videos to show you that Darius Carter is one of the best heels in the wrestling today. That's all. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, I mean, But anyway, if that's
You send
that,
the links or whatever.
yeah. If that's that, we're going to end this live. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. We did not expect it to go this long, but we glad it did, you know what I'm saying? Because we had a decent conversation regardless of the controlled chaos that was going on earlier, you know what I mean? It still showed that people still love professional wrestling regardless of whatever. People still got love for the sport. So we appreciate you guys tapping in. I think this will be something that me and Dub will do. Next time we do this, I think Dub will host the live, and then we'll bring everybody back up on the panel, and we'll just keep going from there. I think this will be a good thing, Eventually, we'll start a page for Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle, but right now, it's just me and Dub running the show. So like, we if we had some extra hands in the equation, we might have been able to control some more stuff. So right now, this is what we do. But we appreciate y'all tapping in, and everybody. So if nobody else got nothing to say, Dub, you got something to say?
I'm tired. Let's go to bed.
Yeah, all right, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I got a strong 4, maybe 4.5, and then I gotta be right back up, man. So I'm gonna be drinking a lot of Wawa coffees tomorrow. So yeah. All right. So
I love that Wawa.
yeah. Yo. Any one of y'all got Wawas where y'all at?
Man, I want that shit down here in Atlanta,
we
though. I ain't
don't.
gonna lie.
Yes. Y'all
No,
missing
actually.
out.
I want that shit. I want that Wawa bad, bro. That's why I gotta move back up to the Northeast, man.
Yeah, y'all missing out, bro. Wawa be hitting the spot every time, bro. Wawa be you missing out, man.
You better check this out.
Yeah.
Pique my interest.
Yeah.
Look, I may be from Cali, but I do like adventuring. I like, and especially when it comes to food and water and drinks and whatnot.
And get one of them subs. Them turkey subs go crazy. They go
Ooh,
Yeah, Wawa subs be the truth, bro.
Ooh.
Wawa subs and the breakfast sandwiches, bro. The breakfast sandwiches, yeah. I mean, it definitely. I'm gonna say this, and people might think I'm reaching. It's better than a McDonald's breakfast sandwich, and it's probably a lot more healthier too. To be honest with you, y'all know
anything better than
In and out, man.
All right, so we'll catch up with you. I'll probably go live again tomorrow. You know what I mean, depending on what's going on. You know what I mean. I'll probably go live tomorrow, but I'll catch y'all. We'll catch up with you guys again. We'll appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I mean.
All right.
Yeah.
Much love, y'all.
Yes,
Have a good night.
See y'all later.
Man, that was woo, boy. That was a lot. I did not expect that to go like that.
Live.
Yeah. Like that was something else. But you know what? It's good. It's good that occurred because you know why? Because it put us in a different light, and it driven engagement, and it got people to want to know what's going on with Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Pod. You know what I'm saying? We had close to 30 people in the chat. We had about 7 to 8 people on the panel. You know what I mean? That's what we want. So we appreciate the support. You know, we need to do more of that. We need to do more than that for sure. You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that was fun. That was fun. And if you want to go live tomorrow, we could probably go live tomorrow, but we just could keep it to like an hour. And you know what I mean? We could do that since because Mike, what movie Mike say? Is he gonna come through tomorrow?
I don't. We gotta talk about it because he said, "Ooh, excuse me." He can't do Sunday that late. I can do Saturday that late.
Okay.
So it really just depends on you, really, because as long as it's after 6:00 my time, which would be 7:00 your time, because Jackson's T-ball ends at 6.
Okay.
My time. So if you want to do Saturday, I don't know if the wife has anything planned for us on tomorrow night. I can figure that out and then respond back to him.
All right, well, just let me know.
You let me know.
Well, I could do Saturday because my wife would be at work. The kids will be sleeping. They sleep right now, so I could do Saturday.
And go read the last email we got from Ashe.
Oh, they sent another email?
I remember what I told you I said earlier.
Yeah.
Go read it. Go read it. I don't want to talk about it on here because we still live and don't want to let the cat out of the bag about anything. So yeah, go read it.
Okay, definitely. Let's do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep you call me on the phone. I'm gonna read it and then we just go from there. We'll go from there. Can you do me a favor? Can you put the cover on the videos for this episode? I sent you.
Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow, bro. I'm tired.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, as long as it's there, the episode is out. So as long as we got everything else plugged in, we good. All right, I'm gonna do it right now. All right.
And that wraps up another explosive edition of the podcast. Join us next week as the road to the championship continues.
Yo, Robert Mason here, and the fire in this arena is unreal.
And I'm Molly Finwick. We are the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle commentary team, bringing nonstop action.
This is the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast, your home for real pro wrestling talk.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, we the champs. Thanks for listening. We gone.